Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard, to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Woven Realm. The Adventures So Far, A Call to Adventure, Episode 1 through 5 Recap. It would seem fate would have it that our cast of characters met almost 2 weeks ago in the treetop village of Trevenza. All of them were seeking out something similar, more knowledge about the clairvoyants they all shared. But what is to be clairvoyant? To know the true nature of our realm. That Everencia was actually born out of a recent fusion of 2 separate worlds. Most folk are unaware of this truth, believing the world to always be of this nature, but the clairvoyants, they know to some degree. It was at Madame Curio's bizarre bazaar that our characters had met, seeking out the Madame's knowledge on such mysterious things. Following instructions to seek out chaos and its hearts, the clairvoyants made haste for Badger Creek, as it was the site of a recent chaos storm. Ezara and Constance set the tone for the party, who were out here to fix the realms. The clairvoyants made no delay in setting to investigating the strange ongoings of the bustling river town. The governor's daughter was missing, and Soren's personal involvement made finding the missing Isabella a priority. Throughout their investigation, Constance also learned a shipment from Eternal Trust did also go missing. The investigation led the party to follow a path to the quartered-off parish ward. Here they delved in and discovered a Thresh had taken up residence in the temple. Defeating the Thresh and its fey minions, the clairvoyants learned the true threat to Badger Creek was indeed something far more sinister. A false hydra. Emmy's cat-like nature allowed them to see through the creature's psionic deceptions that masked it from sight and memory, and was able to lead the charge against the creature, slaying it. In the parish ward, the party learned from a ghost of a mage from the academy that Weave students had procured the Heart of Dreams from Dr. Jewel Crawford for an arcane experiment that went terribly wrong, leading to the chaos storm. With their prize in hand, the clairvoyants took some time to rest, recover, and get to know each other and their new friends. Has Soren found a love interest in Violetta, the Mage of the Weave? The Silverblade Nomads sure are interesting folk, with full Weave approval. The party returned to Madame Curio in Trevenza, where they were soon pointed to a Goldfire, a town of pilgrims built at the foot of a mighty mountain. They were told to find Curio's old friend, someone she referred only to as Old B. Ezara had a strange vision on the journey to Trevenza, where she saw a fortress, and within, her god told her to seek it out. The party learned this was the Severed Hand, an ancient and haunted elven fortress that makes for the perfect detour on the journey to Goldfire. Shaw, also plagued with visions, has seen himself as a dragon, and mountains exploding. A story of one known as the Slayer, who killed a mighty dragon and spelled doom is most intriguing. The party supplied themselves and set out from Trevenza on their journey to the Severed Hand. With masterful cartography and skillful navigation, the group arrived in the swamplands at the foot of the Severed Hand, an aptly named fortress. Steeling themselves, the Clairvoyants prepared to enter and find what specters of the past await inside.
Woo. Hello.
Oh, why, hello, all you undead liches and magical witches. Good evening,
Nice.
and welcome to Chromatic Chimera, where the story is made up and the XP doesn't matter. I'm the one known as Puddins. You can call me Alex, whichever you prefer, and I'm the game master for this adventure, for now at least. And welcome back to our Woven Realm, our 13th Age, independent broadcaster actual play. And here we return yet again to the realm of Everencia with my wonderful cast who have delved into the Severed Hand. AJ as Constance of Eternal Trust, the Aasimar Paladin. Chris as Soren Silverthorn, the half-elf bard. Sam as Stars of Emerald, aka Emmy, the Felper monk. Lucy as Ezara Solaris, the half-elf cleric. And Noir as Shaw, the Dragonspawn fighter. Welcome to episode 7. Undying Ancestor, also known as Two Severed, Two Hand. So, we left the party off. They are still delving into the Severed Hand. And they had reached the haven of the 4th floor, and they had entered the ruined Great Hall, encountering the children of ghosts of children. Their ethereal eyes dart back and forth between the formidable-looking clairvoyants, trying to figure out which one of you might strike first. Most of the ghosts appear frozen in fear, but one young elf steps forward, and their haunting question still echoes in your mind. Are you with them, the Higardi Knights? And that's where, actually, we're going to be jumping into another one of these social encounters here. So, basically, the idea here is to kind of just disarm the situation, because these kids think you're trying to kill them. And, go.
I will immediately kneel down and set my weapon aside and hold my hands up, like palms face up. We're not here to hurt you.
And how can we be so sure of that? You wear the symbol of them.
The Higardi Knights that sacked this place have been long gone.
But we still hear them fighting down below.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I don't fight children because there ain't much sport in it. I'm looking at you little ones, and no offense, but I think I could toss you both real easy, like, so really I don't got nothing to gain from it, so.
All right. I will have you. I'll have you make a social roll. So you're gonna be using your charisma here.
Oh no!
You're trying to reason with these children. That is the approach I am seeing here. Shaw is attempting to reason with the children, and right now they are very suspicious of the party. Shaw, your DC for this check is gonna be 18.
Alright, can I attempt to use Daunting Warrior?
Yes, because I think that would make sense in this situation.
Alright, here we go. Here we go, baby. Baby! That's not great. Oh, I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
So that's
Shaw,
gonna be a total of 5.
as you step forward, a bunch of the ghost children, they flinch back as they see this large, armored man just starts striding toward them and, saying, like, I could toss you. Like, when they like, kind of duck behind tables and whatnot, despite the fact that they're ghosts. But the one still stands firm and is like, yeah, but we have the god hen to look after us, so go ahead and step forward and try and strike us down.
I'm sorry. I meant, like, I could probably toss you aside, even if you had something to equalize things a little bit. I don't like tossing the little itty bitties.
The child considers your words for a moment.
It's a long moment.
No, yes, and I was kind of giving y'all a chance to jump in, but
I gotta see if this one works.
Do I roll again? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
There we go. That's a 17 plus my 3, 18, 19, 20.
All right, so you'll get a pass. So the children kind of peek their heads out from behind the table, and the one who's kind of been the most firm with you, the most courageous of them, kind of stands down a little bit. Okay. And then who are you then? And what are you doing here if you're not Higardi Knights, but wearing their symbols?
We are looking for a heart, but also now a nut.
Oh, you must be referring to... And then turns around, and the other children are like, shh, 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 shh. Oh, so, you've come to the wrong place then, Missy.
For both of those things.
Hearts and nuts, yes.
Oh.
And the children kind of giggle at the word nut.
I mean, is too.
No.
God damn it.
I do not understand what is so humorous about us having traveled all this way to not find these things.
Oh boy. So give me, Constance, give me a charm roll, because it's pretty disarming to have Constance be like, but okay.
I do not understand.
Yeah, so yours is actually 15 because of the approach you're taking here. So
it's a 20 plus numbers. I think it's a plus 3. So 7,
All right.
so 19.
So the children are still giggling, and the child, are you gonna really have the kid explain to, never mind. It's a euphemism, ma'am. Anyway,
Euphemism.
Okay, Alex, did they call us Higardi Knights? My internet's being really shitty.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna like nonchalantly like sheath my daggers and just kind of laughing at the nut joke still. Just kind of like sit down next to the ghost, the brave kid, and just like unstrap the storybook and just be getting like kind of just nonchalantly flipping through the pages. And I'll just kind of say to him, you know, I've worn many symbols in my life. None of them have meant a thing to me. But there is one thing that matters to me, and it's my word, and I always keep it. And I promise that I'm not here, nor are they, to do you any harm at all.
Give me a roll.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Oh, shit. Okay, how does that work in this game?
I rolled
Please
a hit.
explain. Okay. I rolled a hit.
Yeah. It's not great. Well, I'm pretty charismatic though. 17?
That'll be... So you notice, Soren, you're good at telling when your charms and effects work. The child begins becomes instantly disarmed. And the rest of the children kind of shuffle out. The ghost children, they're all kind of like looking at you, gathering around the storyteller.
I'm just gonna hand my book to like one of the random kids and then just like continue my conversation with the more brave kids.
Okay.
Or the more brave kid.
All right. And I will say, since you've burned a spell, that will be a success for the encounter.
Good old charm person.
Charming our way into not beating up some kids.
All right.
Yes, if you want to have kids beat, you gotta do it yourself. Pulls out baseball bat.
Listen, it's a change of pace. So, the children are gathered around you, and go ahead and continue what you were saying.
So, can I ask then why you're so afraid of that symbol in particular? I've been afraid of a lot, but not that one.
Are you not from the Alfenheim Empire or around this area?
I can't say I am, friend.
Well, I mean, from what we've seen and what our parents have told us, it's that the Guardi are dogs of war that have come to bring down the glory of the Alfenheim Empire, of course. And that they would butcher us all, even us children. So we had to stay within the walls of the fortress. For the Hagari ruled the forests.
These kids, this is Chris.
Yeah.
So am I getting the sense from that these kids don't know they're dead? Like,
Yeah, you're kind of getting the idea. They're kind of locked into the
Okay.
moment in time.
okay. Well, then I'm going to just kind of like smile as brightly as I can, and just kind of like gesture towards my friends, and I'm gonna walk over to like the swath of kids reading the stories, and just kind of start reading them a story.
And then as you're reading them the story, one of the children kind of gets up and tugs on your pant leg, as much as a ghost can, of course, and is just kind of like, wait, are you with the Fey King who came by? I see
As
you
I
have
told-
their fairies.
Yes, as I told your friend, I'm with nobody except for myself, but they're all here with them. Yes, is that a good thing or a bad thing to you all?
Well, he did come here seeking out the hard acorn that the silly lady was referring to.
That lady is pretty silly.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Oopsie. But you seem pretty trustworthy, yeah.
I won't tell.
So yeah, if you're looking for a heart nut, well, you've come to the right place because Laryl's got one upstairs.
So it is still here.
Well, I think so. Laryl would have never left it leave the severed hand. He was charged with protecting it. That's why this fortress is here. At least that's what Mom and Dad said.
Alright, well, we're going to go see about that then. If you'll let us pass, of course. Mighty warriors, but...
Well, of course. And there's a mage's dorm. You could maybe, you look weary, you could perhaps rest there. We'll make sure none of the other elves here would do you harm.
Alright, thank you. And if anyone is following us, I'm counting on you to let us know.
Mm-hmm. And then another kid is like going up to Shaw and kind of ping ping on the armor.
Right, it's heavy, right?
Yeah. So to get that nut that your friend was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to get the 4 idols and put them on the shrine over by the Tower of the Stars. Points towards where the like collapsed tower is.
Alright, I see.
You were so nice to us. We thank you. And
Oh, I love your children. There ain't nothing better than seeing little bitties just
That's
running
right.
around here.
as long as you're willing to protect us from the bad Higardi Knights.
Oh yeah, if I see any Hagari Knights come around here, I'll tell you what, I'll flip them upside down and shake them around and then cut them in half. Just for you. How'd that sound?
And they all start cheering. Yay!
he'll go ahead and like lift the kids up, like, hey, I got the little itty bitties.
So anyone who does understand, and I think some of the characters actually do, I think Ezara does, understands the history between the Alfenheim Empire and the Higardi, is that the Alfenheim Empire ruled most of the traditional Higardi lands for a long time, and then they eventually turned around and said, no, fuck that, and rebelled, yeah. And their rebellion in overthrowing the Alfenheim Empire is what led to them essentially conquering the whole continent, eventually.
Okay.
So, like...
Ezara's very sad.
It's sad, and you also understand there's a lot of bad blood going on here. That's why these children are, like, deathly afraid of Higardi, because their parents have told them, like, they are dogs and they will rip you apart.
She's not especially disturbed by the fall of the Alfenheim Empire. She's more sad that there are dead children who don't realize that they're dead. It's very...
Where would the party like to go next? I believe there's one more room to explore, and I think it's that the mage's corridor.
Can we go have a nap?
Where you can have your nap.
Please.
And
I have so few hit points left.
And then the rest of the floor is the rest of the pathways will lead into one of the various towers. There are 4 of them. So you find yourselves in the well-preserved dormitory with beds that were probably comfy when the fortress was still inhabited. All the walls are intact, and a chest sits in front of one of the pillars holding the towers above. The room smells of mildew and must, but you feel a strange sense of calm here. Cracked, cloudy mirrors line the rear wall, providing a great, jagged reflection of the room. One of the mirrors remains intact. So you can barricade yourselves in. Rest up for the night. And I'll leave you to have any moments you want to have, or any chit-chats you want to have before...
Roll a recovery.
Yeah, you may recover here.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. I'm a little hurt. Ooh, I'm running out of recoveries. Alright, that's not so bad. That gets me back at max. So, just so I'm aware, and he's just kind of asking the group as a whole. Those itty bitties are dead, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Ain't no way we can fix that. That don't seem fair.
We can put them to rest. But once the dead are dead, it's very difficult to get them back.
Yeah, don't seem fair.
Death really is.
How would we put them to rest if we were to? I'm not really familiar with that sort of thing.
I'm not necessarily familiar with the way the Alfenheim Empire would have gone about setting their souls to rest.
All I'm figuring is that everything seems to be around that nut.
No.
So we need to go and find that.
They mentioned idols.
I can't. God damn it, Laura. Are you? You don't seem sorry.
Serious thing!
I'm sorry, that's the last one. I don't know much of the way of the history of it. I just ever since we came here, I just been drawn to it, and it seems to be the central. Maybe these fellers know. And he kind of looks in his armor. Hey, do you know if the nut will help put these children to rest here? Just talking to the pixie.
Well, we're not really sure. We're not... This curse is very old, ancient, and exists due to forgotten magics. I don't know how you would undo such such a spell, perhaps find the one who cast it?
There are many souls here that need to be freed.
Indeed there are. I mean, even the Night Lord who deceived us thought it was a shame that they were trapped here.
I believe we know who cast the spell, but it has been a long time. Would they not have already passed?
Well, that's what you would think. But the spell, as you've seen, has caused a breaking in the natural cycle.
Is the caster still here? Do you know?
Well, of course he is. He's the lord of this fortress.
Then we have many reasons to be concerned.
Well, I mean, yes, but... well, I don't think he'll be very happy to see us with you.
I don't imagine I'll be particularly happy to see him.
Or what's left of him, really.
Well, I'm pretty simple here when it comes to these matters of things, but I'm figuring that this gentleman who might be so unhappy to see us is somebody that we need to stab a lot anyway. So I think it all kind of works out, right?
An astute and accurate summation.
So we put a hurting on this guy. We get the nut, and then the children are free. From the sounds of it, it seems easy peasy.
I don't know if killing the caster will get us the acorn. We need to find the idols for that. I haven't seen... Or have we? In the room with the mirror, would those have been the idols?
Would that carving of the nut that Shaw saw be considered a idol? Like, is...
So the children did point out where the shrine is. You can go look at it. I mean, this level's safe. Let me go find that. Where are those notes? I got a whole bunch of them.
Did you say notes or did you say...
No, I did not say nuts.
Ah.
Fuck's
The
sake.
eternal GM mood. I know I wrote it down somewhere!
Alright, so basically the shrine, the idea is that the idols are like kind of like these small statues. They'd be little small statuettes.
Are they the ones we saw in the room with the mirror? Because there were statues in that room that were little bitty.
So, okay. I'm getting there. So, what is the shrine in front of you? I just can't seem to find the goddamn notes for it, so I'm kind of kicking myself here. It's very much set up similarly to the chamber you were in before, where there's like one that's engulfed in fire, there's one that's kind of like just in like naturey stuff, like elven, very elven in design, another that's like enveloped in a wintry forest, and another one that's very obviously like the moon. You get very much the idea that these four gods hold a lot of significance to this place. So whatever those idols are would most likely resemble them.
And I go retrieve the statues from the room with the mirror.
Oh, those statues are ginormous as fuck.
Oh, I thought they were little. You said they were on like a little...
No, they were...
Okay,
no, they were big
mind.
and like reaching out for like...
No, not the ones that I answered the riddles for.
Oh, the ones in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Those are just images in the mirror. That was just an image in the mirror. There wasn't like a person on the other side. I mean,
I thought there was like a depiction of the four deities there. Am I wrong?
there was one of them that was like a hold that was like where they would have sheathed the swords. Again, those were like humanoid in size.
Oh, okay. Not paying attention apparently.
No, sorry, I just didn't do a great job describing them. It's okay.
Okay, well, something to be on the lookout for then.
You get the idea. Alright, so I'll give you this. The children would have left you with the idea that you would have needed to go into the other towers.
Now, when we say go into the other towers, we're not talking about that basement level that everybody was afraid to go down.
No.
No.
Everything leads upwards, you said, I think, right?
At this
From where
point,
we are?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then once we do that, that's when we go ahead and wrestle whatever's down there. I'm ready for it.
I must say this acorn is not my top priority. I suggest we deal with the caster first.
I mean, I'm more than ready to throw down somebody who's slinging some hocus pocus. Seems like a good time to me.
If that is what everyone thinks is the most important right now, then sure, I will go with whatever everyone thinks the priority should be, because I don't really know right now.
We are in the same boat, as I believe the phrase goes.
Oh, great!
Or was it barge?
I believe it's boat.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you all followed me in Magic Creek when someone I cared about was missing, so I'm repaying the debt today.
Do we shall go after the caster? I'm sorry, Shy. I did not mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I ain't really doing this for any other reason than I'm always down to enjoy myself a good old fashioned fight. And it sounds like caster is the most expeditious way to get into a scrap. So, I would very much like to do that. Oh, and to get these little toy statue things.
Right.
Which will help us get the nut somehow. Which will help us free the children.
And I think also our fairy friends, yes?
Hopefully.
Right.
We hope so. We hope leaving this place will let us be rid of it.
Okay, then I think this is a good plan, yes?
Sounds good to me.
If everyone is appropriately rested, shall we move on?
I think I'm about as rested as I can get in this place. It's very creepy.
Yeah, we can only roll the one recovery per rest, right?
Hold on.
I believe so, and I think. I could definitely be misremembering,
All right.
though.
So, okay, I put this in. Okay, I found the notes section here. The party can barricade the door, and the beds will help provide some decent rest. Being able to rest safely, otherwise, will give you actually a full recovery.
Oh, so we...
Yeah, I'll give you get all your shit back. That was what was meant to happen.
And that includes our recoveries?
Yeah.
And
This is like a
daily
full-
abilities and stuff.
Yeah, full ass rest. I was gonna give it's like a full 8 hour, like the full
Sweet.
8 hour Baldur's Gate rest.
Yes.
We have a campfire nearby.
I eat all
There's
my
probably a
sleep.
fireplace in this room.
I'm
the
just
idea-
joking about the mechanic of,
And the
fire.
reason you actually get the full recovery was because of the success in handling the ghost children. So
Oh, folks.
Yay, us.
So you take you take a nice long nap. You rest up. You feel as refreshed as one can, sleeping on old lumpy beds in an old creepy dungeon. So I suppose it's time to find the statuettes.
Yeah, I do think real quick though, at one point, like sort of as we're getting ready after our rest, Emmy will go over to Ezara and will hand her a bundle of purple cloth, and just be like, I finished this last night. I hope that you like it. But here, this is for you.
Thank you.
And
She
if
will
you
take it.
if you unfold it, it's a long knitted scarf in purple that has like a hood attached, and Emmy has stitched, embroidered the symbol of the astral star in silver on one end of it. So when you have it wrapped around, it'll hang down and you can see it.
Ezara looks like she's gonna cry. She immediately puts it on.
Emmy is just beaming when they see you like wearing it, kind of in that way. You know, a grandma looks when she sees you wearing like that sweater she made you for Christmas like 10 years ago. But so you just see this big toothy cat grin, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you like it, and it is a good length. I was afraid maybe I made it too long."
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. You know, these castles can be kind of drafty, so stay warm. And then they just like go back about their business.
All right, anything else? Anyone? Feel free.
Ezara's trying, like, desperately not to cry.
All right, you get the same decisions that's been the main theme in this dungeon. Fire, moon, elves, or winter.
Do I want to do the hardest one first? I mean, fire is definitely the worst.
Yeah. That sounds amenable to me.
All right, then.
Now, I don't know about calling fire the worst. I happen to be particularly keen on fire. It's gotten me out of many a scrap, and also
It does.
It does wonderful things for marshmallows.
I actually don't mind fire either. It's just the god associated with it. Not a super big fan.
You know what? That's true.
If whatever is in these towers is like that last fiery creature we met, I think maybe it would be good to get this out of the way.
And he's just kind of flashing back to getting knocked out by like a flash of fire during that last fight. I think their fur is still sort of like maybe singed on one side where it like hit them more.
So, you ascend the circular staircase into the tower. The walls feature a mosaic that tells the story of an elven figure who was lit in flames, attempting to burn down a rather divine-looking tree. The faded stones are well preserved, and as you ascend, you feel the air grow heavy as things begin to get a little warmer. When you reach the base of the tower, you notice that the ruins and ledges of what were once the floors and rooms of this tower are little more than small slabs of stone and brick. They float suspended in the air, each appearing just slightly higher than the other, almost representing each floor. You hear the slab of stone slide shut, and the echoes as the room echoes as the walls around you open to reveal brass faces of a snarling elven figure that open up and begin to shoot flames into the room. It begins to fill with fire, and your only way is up. You see sitting on a small pedestal on the top platform a small figurine. So this is gonna be some skill challenge stuff in here, so it's gonna be kind of like how I handled the nature stuff before. We're gonna call upon, and I'm gonna say, okay, I need X amount of characters. Tell me what you're gonna do, and we'll figure out what skill you're gonna roll here. And so this one, I'm calling on everyone here.
All right.
And we need at least 3 successes to get through without getting hurt.
And it's the thing is on like a platform, you said, like up high?
Yeah, so like it's like it's kind of like it's kind of like a boop boop boop. It's like a Mario level almost, where you have to like kind of jump up to one side where there's a floor to stand on, and then another, and keep climbing up.
Does the statue look breakable?
The little one?
The one we're going for?
No, it doesn't. It looks to be made out of like stone.
Is there any possibility I could throw my javelin and knock it off the pedestal?
I think if we see it like it's already, then maybe we'll be like, oh wait, I think maybe I have another idea.
The room is filling up with fire. You need to move.
Yeah.
I need to get how everyone's helping the party escape.
I think Emmy's gonna look at Shaw and just be like, furball special maybe?
Oh, you know, I've been waiting so long for, like, you see him go, like, there's, like, little licks of flames as he's so excited, and he, like, positions his shield as, like, the launch pad, and as soon as Emmy is on it, he's going to yeet them to the other side.
I think Emmy just sort of hands, like, Ezara their glaive, and then makes, like, a run and, you know, leap to, like, shield jump.
Alright, I will need a strength from Shaw and a dex from Emmy.
Okay.
Let's motherfucking go that 20, let's get it!
Aw, shit.
It's a natural 19.
Alright, so I'll count the nat 20 as 2 successes. So the furball special, it just rockets Emmy up onto the next level, and from there, Emmy, you're kind of able to like let rope down or whatever, so your friends can climb up easily. So you escape the you continue to make your ascent, aiding each other to ensure you continue to avoid the flames. You use broken staircases almost as ways to make your ascent easier on sections of the tower. Very Bridge of Khazad-dûm going on here, right? The flames continue to chase you, almost if they had sprung to life themselves. And you hear a roar in Elven. Burn! And a sword emerges from the flames, as if commanded by a force from beyond. It begins to make attacks at the party. So the sword is going to make one attack against somebody. And that sword's going to attack Constance.
Ooh.
Constance does a 9 hit.
No.
So the sword lashes out, and Constance, you're able to like plant your feet and get your staff mace at the ready, and you're able to kind of swat the sword to the side skillfully. All right, so I'm gonna need 2 characters to stand your ground to allow the rest of the party to advance to reach the idol. And I want you then, as you do it, to describe how you're gonna battle back the flame sword.
I am going to buckle myself with my shield, and I am going to push back the flames of the sword with the flame of my fire breath. Just like, so it's like a fucking Dragon Ball Z beam battle, but I'm pushing the fire.
And who will be my second defender?
Literally fighting fire with fire.
I love fire so much.
Good.
All right, I need one more person to help battle back the sword, though.
I can. You said
All
it was
right.
you just like. What?
Yeah, both of you just give me an attack roll. That's your skill here. It's just an attack roll.
Oh heck.
14 plus numbers. Give me a second. 14. 18. 21.
I got a big 7.
All right. So, the sword, you are able to beat the sword back, but it will make an attack against one of the defenders. Constance, you failed, so it'll make an attack against you.
Rude,
Again.
yeah.
And that's gonna be a big fat 7 to hit you.
Nope. Ha.
So why don't you two describe what it looks like as you beat the sword back and tell your friends, go get the idol.
So yeah, I'm still bracing on the shield, just kind of letting it, if it comes to hit anybody, I'm trying to take the hits, and I'm just battling back the flames with my own flame breath. I think me and Constance might be doing the whole back-to-back lethal weapon thing.
You know it. Yeah, Constance is kind of using her polearm more like a staff at the moment, just using it to deflect all the blows with the big long pole part.
Deflect the blows and keep distance between you and the enemy.
Yeah.
Perfect. And this gives the rest of the party a perfect opportunity to break away and make an absolute sprint for the idol. And you're almost there. Only one more level to ascend. It's a good long jump, and it's the only way to go, and it's your only hope. Just as you're preparing to make your leap, the platform gives out beneath you, and you feel yourselves sinking and beginning to plummet. You desperately leap forward in a hope to not fall into the flames below. So the 3 of you who did not stay behind, strength or dexterity saves, and then we will, based off that, we will describe what happens.
For what?
Fuck.
Can I use my guardian background just to...
Yeah.
17. Ooh.
All right, defenders below, you can attempt to catch the falling characters with strength checks. And Emmy, describe how you're gonna make the jump across this collapsing floor as your friends are just like slipping, like they slip and they begin to Zara hits her head real good as she hits the brick floor, and then just kind of slides off the collapsing platform. Soren tries to catch Ezara and gets all tangled up in her and gets taken down, slides down with her, and you're just like, no.
Yeah, because I feel like there's no way Emmy would like jump without everybody else. So I feel like maybe it was like everybody was trying to go at once, and Emmy's already jumped and just sort of like looks back and is like, ah, shit. And maybe I don't know, like they sort of like cat hop, like anime hop off a few pieces of the like collapsing stuff to like just make it.
I was gonna say, do you want to do another combo move?
You can try, or you can try and catch your falling friends.
Oh yeah, I don't
think.
Falling friend. Ezara fell, right?
Ezara and Soren fell.
Very bad.
So Ezara fell, right? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Here's my strength check. That's not bad actually. That's gonna be an 18 total.
Okay. Constance, are you gonna roll strength?
Yeah. Much better. 15.
So you both kind of try to attempt to catch your compatriots, but as your compatriots are about to like reach your arms, the sword swipes out at the two of you, and you have to take a defensive stance again, and your friends plummet into the. You just hear them hit things on the way, just crash, kunk, and you're surrounded by flames. On the way down, after hitting the fiery bottom, you both will take 14 points of damage.
No!
I was gonna say, can I choose to take the hit because I have a skill that lets me tank it?
You can take, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, so I'll full on take the sword hit without stopping to save Ezara.
All right.
I could just heavy armor it and take half.
All right. So like you're just like, so Constance turns to defend from the sword and goes to swat at it, and the sword kind of floats to the side and then stabs you as you're catching Ezara. But you got Ezara. So Shaw, you will take the 14 damage instead.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I'm
gonna
take 7.
And then Emmy, you grab the small idol.
Do I still take damage, or am I good?
No, you're good.
You know what?
8 damage for you. Emmy, you grab the idol, and when you grab the idol, everyone's kind of like just surrounded in this like whoosh of like blue flames, and you're standing back at the base of the tower holding the small amber figurine.
Oh, did I do that? Is everyone okay?
Yes, thank you. Shaw, I appreciate it. That would have been very painful.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been unpleasant. I'm alright, Amy just stabbed a bit, but that's how it goes.
Oh, you're very good at, that, so...
Yeah, I mean, mostly it missed all the important inner bits.
Oh, that's good. Here, and then he like just like slides into your palm a little joint.
Soren, are you all right?
Yes, no one make a fuss over Soren, and I'm just like climbing up. They'll be fucking fine, and he always is, and he never can die, and he's just climbing up angrily.
And he's like, I imagine like his clothes are all singed and burnt.
Malakath's chosen, huh? This is great. I not be picking you as a deity anytime soon.
Question for you, Alex. I have like an ability I can use twice per battle. Could this count as like a battle because it's an encounter?
Sure. What would you like to use?
Heal Soren. You can roll a recovery, add 2 to whatever the result is.
Well, at least someone cares.
Salty Soren.
That's the funniest goddamn thing.
Don't worry about Soren.
Alright, yo, fuck you guys.
Who knew this dungeon was gonna be funny? I'm over here like, oh, this dungeon is gonna be so spooky, and then I made the mistake of putting an acorn in there.
Well, then you made the mistake of putting us in it.
Very good point. So the next tower, unless there's any interactions we want to have in between.
Just make sure everyone's okay before we're moving on.
I was just gonna go. Sean's gonna be like, all right. I guess heal him. I mean, I only got stabbed to save him, but it's okay.
Is that here to heal you too? I can heal you as well.
I mean, it's.
I'll heal Shaw as well.
This is the most passive aggressive party.
I mean, she's very grateful you saved her from having her hit points. But you're pretty tough, so...
You can take it.
Smacks the side of your armor. Clang, clang, clang. This baby can take so much damage.
You can fit so many hit points in this bad boy.
This Shaw can take so much punishment.
Clunk, clunk.
I like to imagine Shaw just standing there smiling like...
This is really how we got any work before we met the party. It was just, I mean, like, look at these!
You can hit me all day, it don't matter.
Alright. I'm rallying, regrouping.
Okay.
All right, now y'all good. So we have elves, winter, and the moon left.
All right. Well.
Oh wait, just go clockwise.
I was gonna suggest we do the elves bit next. Figuring how hard could that be, you know?
Oh no.
Sure, I have, I don't feel like there's really anything else to guide on at this point, right? I mean, fire sucked, so everything else won't be so bad, right?
I'm sure it'll be just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I mean, the winter one will be a little bit cold, I just hope everybody packed a jacket. And the elves one, we might have to drink some elvish wine or something. It's gross, but we can make it work.
Right.
I mean, we're half elven. We'll be fine. This is going to be the eat room.
Yeah, let's...
All right, that's yeah, one easy.
I don't like the way you said all right.
That one easy room.
I want to go to the moon room.
How bad can the elves be?
Let's go to the moon room. All right. So you begin descending the Tower of Elves. The circular staircase leads you up the tower. Walls feature more of the metallic tree sculptures that you saw before, and within the branches rest small figures representing various divine elves in the Saladrin, their pantheon. The stairs lead into a hallway where the daytime painted onto the walls turns into a ceiling of the night sky that overlooks a great hall. Painted onto the ceiling, somehow still here after all of these years, is an incredible piece where a giant star in the night sky is swirling with many stars around it, and from these stars at the edges are walking the elven people, leading downward toward the scene you just journeyed through. And when you walk into this room, you also see some rather not so lovely looking things.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
Peppered with arrows are these floating elven ghosts that kind of seem to almost crawl out of the painting, and they're just like... And as they're crawling out of the walls, the chairs around the table and a bunch of the furniture just kind of... It begins like animating itself, and they kind of... The tables and the stools, they come to life as it's violence time. So...
Look, I'm a just keep it a buck with you there, pal. I don't know what stunt is, but I want to do it immediately.
Oh, yes, I was going to explain stunts in just a moment here. So, before we roll for initiative, this battle's including a new mechanic that I created that I think adds a little bit of fun to our combats. A stunt is a special action that can be used in combat by fulfilling a specific requirement that is determined by me prior to the combat. You may use your action to take the special stunt action once the conditions are met. Successfully pulling off stunts often allows you a special action that gives you an edge if successfully pulled off. A stunt will require you to make a skill check, and if you succeed, you pull off the stunt, and you know what we just talked about. Failing a stunt often leaves your character no better off than if they used any other action and failed at it most times. Stunts are super cool and should feel special and cinematic. Allowing characters to attempt the same stunt over and over would become stale and boring. Some stunts have restrictions, such as allowing characters to attempt a stunt only once a combat. Other restrictions may include only allowing a stunt to be attempted a certain number of times in a battle, requiring a certain escalation die value, or placing your character in a very precarious situation. So the stunt in this battle is going to involve a special stunt lane. And this stunt lane is the table, and you can attempt to use an action to table slide. You gain a running start and leap onto the table and attempt to quickly get to the other side of the room. So it's going to be a dex check. Actually, all the information's there that you need to know. So basically, you can use the table as a zone shortcut in this combat. And the restriction is you can only use it once per 3 escalation die.
So each of us is individuals or like the whole party?
Everyone is individuals.
Sounds good.
Any other questions? I do not mind answering.
I'm gonna do that. Just what y'all to know.
Yeah, I guess just the only thing is, Emmy does have a feature to, like, where, like, I could spend a key point and it essentially gives me an extra move action. Would I still need to roll for the stun? Could I just, spend my key point for, like, an auto?
Yeah, if you're gonna spend your key point, you can just auto do it.
Cool. I just figured it's good to know before I...
Yeah, and if you spend a key point to do it, you can actually attempt the skill again, because using your key points using your class features, not the stun itself.
Okay. Good to know. Sweet. Well, that was my only question.
All right. So then we will go to the rolling of initiative then.
I got an 11.
Woof.
Well, I don't know what is up with my initiative rolls this campaign so far. They've been very bad.
I got 8.
I got 9.
But not the worst!
17?
All right, thank you. I gotta roll the enemies now. There are 2 mobs of mooks. The mooks are the animated furniture, and then the other enemies are the Martyr of Kin. Okay, so the Martyr of Kin got a 15.
That title makes me very nervous,
I know.
must say.
I sometimes think of some really metal names for enemies. What can I say?
You do. It's
Good
scary.
thing I ain't no elfkin.
And the animated furniture got a 10.
Good for you.
This is some fucked up Beauty and the Beast shit.
That's honestly what I was thinking when I was making it.
That's what I'm picturing, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so the combat order will be Emmy, the Martyr of Kin, Ezara, Shaw, the animated furniture, Constance, and Soren. So Emmy, feel free to make a turn.
So I see we've got some like creatures already in our zones, but
Yes.
they're not actually engaged with anybody.
They have not
yet,
gotten a chance
right?
to engage yet, no.
Okay, I was just trying to decide like what things are worth doing for me pretty much. Okay, then I am going to I'm just gonna go and engage these first guys, like animated mooks are closest to me.
Yeah, go kick some table ass.
Yeah, let's see. I don't have anything super applicable for just yet, but that is a 15 versus AC to hit.
That will hit.
It's an 11 natural if
That will hit.
needed. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure if that would matter for whatever you got going on. And that's gonna be 5 punch damage.
So you just do like a karate paw chop, and you just come down on this table and just like a martial arts master, you just split this table with a karate chop. Just.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's all for now. I'm gonna just like Emmy's gonna try to sort of distract that side of creatures for the others to let them maneuver. So I'll stay put for now. For now.
The Martyr of Kin are up. The Martyr of Kin, so they have these arrows, like these ethereal arrows stuck in them, and when they attack you, they like use magic from like these ghostly hands to pull the arrows out of them, and then kind of yandu with their hands where they want the arrow to go. And they are going to attack Ezara. Ezara, I'm going to guess a 10 does not hit.
No.
I am going to guess. Ooh, yeah, that's his. Ooh, and he's gonna get the natural effect on his
I don't
attack.
like it when you make those noises.
Me neither.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
No, actually, that misses.
Seriously?
No, absolutely not.
I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I was like, whoa. You will take 5 force damage, and you are also weakened.
Ugh.
So the arrow kind of like, it sticks in you, and then it kind of grinds in, and it sticks. So you the Martyr of Kin, you're kind of like starting to look like it, or at least you're on your way there. I'm gonna pull up the reference for what weakened means for you here.
Thank you.
And a save will end that hard save. All I know is being weak and sack is not fun.
That shit sucks.
I'm pretty sure it's like, once it loads for me, come on.
Run into it in a combat.
Oh yeah, I should open the rules.
And it is very...
Right, I'm running this game. Should open the rules, I guess.
I also forgot, so this is my reminder. Oops.
Alright, you take a -4 penalty to attacks and defenses.
Yep.
That's mean.
Shit sucks. Can I do anything about this as a cleric? I don't think I can.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Not at level 1, at least.
Superb.
Alright, that was just one of them. So...
That was just one?
And Ezara, you've kind of just become very easy pickings, unfortunately. So, and they do not like that Higardi symbolism you're wearing there. That's gonna be a nat 19 to hit.
Yes, Alex.
I know. I'm saying just for your sake.
I appreciate it. I'm just terrified.
That's gonna be 7 damage, and then you'll take one more. They'll send one more arrow at you, and that will be a 15.
With the -4.
That will hit.
Unfortunately, got really excited because my AC is a 17, and there's like, wait, no.
And that'll be another 7 force damage as you're like, Ezara is now just filled with 3 of these ghostly arrows. And Ezara, you can just like feel like them just kind of sapping away at like your energy.
Well, I'm staggered.
And well, it is your turn, Ezara. You may save to end the weakened state.
I would like to do that, please.
All right, give me a D20 roll and tell me what the natural is. Don't plus.
2.
All right, you will still be weakened. Go ahead and take your turn.
Cool. I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to use my invocation of healing to heal myself.
Okay.
So that means I can heal myself without using either my heal spell or recovery.
Nice. And what does that look like?
I put a hand over the star symbol on my coat, and I make a gesture in the air and start to shimmer with this sort of like silvery light. But use it immediately so it goes away pretty quick.
All right, very nice. And with that, the animated Beauty and the Beast furniture is up. And if tables could feel things, if chairs could feel things, they were not happy with what you did to their friend. So
I am also no longer staggered.
There we go. Emmy does a... How the fuck? 19?
Ooh, shit, yeah, that'll hit even with their fancy new bracers and armor.
2 damage.
Haha.
Emmy does a... Oh, that's not gonna hit. That's a nat 2. So, like, these this furniture's just kind of slamming you. It's just, like, kind of punching at you.
Stop. I just, like, swat at it.
Constance does a 13 hit.
AC?
Yeah.
No.
23.
23, yes.
All right. You'll take 2 damage. So these tables are just like, the furniture's just kind of ganging up on you, and the only reason they're getting any damage in it is there's so many of them. Soren does an 8 hit.
Nope.
All right, and then the rest of the furniture mob is going to try and pile in as best as it can, but not all of it will be able to pile in because not enough room in the zone. So with that, Shaw, it is your turn.
I would like to roll for awesome.
All right, give me a dex check plus your background. Describe, and then we'll describe but based on success.
Okay, so I'm rolling with I'm rolling with natural predator. Screw that.
All right.
And that is an 18 plus 3.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
24 because I added the 1 for my dex.
All right, so describe what it looks like as you slide across the table from zone 1 to 5 or 6.
I'd like to imagine he throws his shield on the table, jumps up on it, and then looks down and does a breath of fire to like the fucking ancient, sliding it down like a style.
I love it. So
kick flips the shield back in his hand. It's like yeet.
All right, and so if you are going to be making an attack off of this stunt, you will gain +3 to hit, and you will deal an additional 10 points of damage because you're jumping off the table heroically.
Okay, that's a 9 plus 5 plus 3. So that's 18?
That'll hit.
Okay. And I am also hitting with my shield.
Okay.
And that's gonna, I never put my shield damage down. Shield. There we go.
Should be 1d10.
Oh, it's 1d10. Correction. That will be a my bad.
No worries.
So, to hit. Oh, I thought that would do damage for me. It did not do damage for. Oh, it did do damage for me. So that's 13 plus an additional 10, I believe. So 23.
Fuck yeah! So you just jump up, and you're still got some fire, and you just come down with the shield on this ghost, digging the antlers of Stagthorn into it, or at least as best as you can. But the magic shield, the shield is effective against this ghost as you knock some of the arrows out of it.
Hey, quit killing your can. It's rude.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that's all he can do.
All right.
Oh, let me. I'm going to take my defensive stance, so that's gonna add 2 to my AC, and that's it.
Very nice. Constance, it is your turn.
So, seeing the cool shit that Shaw just did, Constance would also like to try to slide across the table.
You will need to roll to disengage from the furniture.
Okay. What do I need to beat? Or, like...
It's a dex check.
Okay. Can I add my hardcore parkour?
Wait, I think it's just actually a hard roll. Hold on.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's just a save.
Yeah, I think it's just disengaging. Here you go. Yeah, just roll a normal save. There we go. 11 plus to disengage.
No.
You don't make it?
No.
All right. So if you fail, you don't move. Lose your action for that turn and remain engaged. You don't take any opportunity attacks.
Can I at least use my free action to activate my halo?
Sure. Well, hold on. One moment. All right. Oh, that's if you, or you could just, or you can opt for the opportunity attacks instead. That's what I was looking for. So, AJ, would you prefer to just opt for the opportunity attacks? Because I missed that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, because then you wouldn't use a disengage action. You could still stunt and make an attack.
Alright, I'm still activating my halo, though, because it's a free action.
Alright. So, I'll just make 2 attacks against you with them.
Alright.
If I can find a d20. I just had them. That's a 14 to hit.
No.
And a 9.
No.
So they just kind of lunge at you as you move away from them, and go ahead and make a dex check plus background.
Okay. Dex plus hardcore parkour?
Yes, that is hardcore parkour.
Or its official title, Obstacle Course Champion. 17 plus 2, 19 plus 3.
You're good. You're good. Describe how you go across the table.
Hell yeah!
Avoiding the swings from the furniture, attacking her. Constance will take a few steps back before getting a running start and just like sliding across the table like a baseball player sliding into home.
All right, and then you're gonna jump. You can jump up and attack one of these Martyr of Kin.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna also attack the one that Shah is attacking because it is the closest to the end of the table. So
all right.
She's gonna finish off her home run slide with a jump up and a swing over the head with a bonk.
All right, and you get +3 to that bonk as well to hit.
Dope. I'm gonna need it. 18.
That will hit.
Hey. And
What was the natural? I need to know.
Natural.
Never mind. You do holy damage. Never mind.
6 damage.
6 damage
No,
plus
wait.
10 will be 16.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong die. I rolled a d8 instead of a d10. 7 damage.
All right, plus 10 would be 17. Describe the ghost's death.
I feel like as the hammer comes, well, not the hammer, her big pole arm comes down, it just like slowly rips through this ghost as it just dissipates where the head of the weapon is meeting it.
Very nice. And I like to imagine there's anime sparkles as you take the ghost
so
out.
many sparkles.
Beautiful. All right, Soren, it is your turn, and then we'll be back at the top of the order.
I'm going to unsheath 2 daggers from my belt and just kind of like overhand go to stab the chair in front of me.
Go for it.
I rolled a 10, so that sucks. But
All right, so you will not hit. So your dagger just kind of doesn't find purchase in the chair. You kind of like stab the wooden section instead of the fluffy section you were going for.
I'm just gonna kind of kick it. And that's my turn.
All right, Emmy, it is your turn. Escalation die will tick up to 1.
Alright, I think Emmy's gonna just try to keep dealing with the animated furniture near them.
Alright.
Ooh, that's a 2, but because I'm a monk and I automatically count as dual wielding, so I actually get to re-roll a natural 2.
Nice.
Which is pretty fucking rad. And then that's going to be an 18 to hit.
That will, yeah.
And that was a natural even, which also means as a hit, each enemy engaged with me takes 1d6 damage. So is it just 2 of the animated furnitures engaged with me right now, right?
At this moment, yes.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so the main attack damage, I think Emmy's sort of like dodging like between these 2 and like the shards of the table they just chopped in half, and they're like hitting one and kicking the other at like the same time. That's going to be 9 damage for the main attack.
Alright, you'll kill one of the tables.
Sweet. And then for the other one that they're also engaged with, that's another 3 damage.
You'll kill 2 of the tables, and some of the damage will roll over onto another one. So you just like, and you're just breaking these tables. It must be nice to let loose a little bit.
Right, yeah. Emmy doesn't have to worry about like killing a table.
Yeah, you're just wrecking furniture over here.
They got like their claws out, so there's like deep like gouges in some of the slices that are like flying past Ezara behind her.
Yes.
This is
All
a
right.
cat's paradise.
Yeah. And reminder, anytime we're fighting anything, Emmy's fur is like on end, so their big fluffy tail is like poofed out.
So they're like Maine Coonin over here.
Yeah, they're huge right now.
All right, so the Martyr of Kin are up, and they're not very happy with just being shreked. on by you two. Well, it's a good thing that they can basically just disappear into the other side if they want, and that's exactly what they're gonna do.
What the fuck?
What?
Because they're ethereal beings and they can walk the ethereal. And they're going to now attempt to hurt Ezara. Ezara, that is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 7 points of damage.
Everybody
I'm
dislikes
staggered.
that.
Ugh.
Staggered again.
And that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Alright.
My AC is at 13 right now.
And that's gonna be another 7 points of force damage as they kind of just come and just, they take their arrows out. One of them just stabs you with the arrow right in the chest, and the other one just shoots an arrow at you.
Well, I'm doing poorly.
Alright.
Exceedingly so.
Ezara, good thing it's your turn, huh?
Uh-huh. Can I try and save, please?
Yeah, you can save.
Got a 15.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes! Okay. I'm going to heal myself. Oh, that was good. I'm right on the cusp of staggered, but I think I still am. And then... Well, fuck this guy very, very much. I'm going to cast Spirits of the Righteous. Let's see if it actually works this time.
Alright.
Believe in you.
Thank you.
You can do this.
Plus, it's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes! Finally! Okay. 4d6. Hold on.
Yay!
Plus
Is
wisdom
that holy
holy
damage?
It is.
Okay, I
Indeed.
needed to know that.
Hold on. I'm just gonna. I don't have all my d6s with me. I'm just rolling it in the roll 20.
Ooh, you should check out as it. What's up?
23 points of holy damage. Get fucked.
So you just kind of take. So what does it look like? As you just shoot light at. So you just take your hands out. You're just like, get fucked, and you just delete.
Zara didn't say that. Lucy said that.
Well, it was very much implied in the mental, in the brain region. But like, you just reach your hands out and you just delete this thing with starlight.
Yeah, she wheels around. It like materializes behind her. She spins around, her wounds sort of knitting together a little bit as she does so. She holds her hands out and she summons this like bright balls of starlight in her hands, and she claps her hands together in front of her really hard, and it just explodes.
Amazing.
And also, the nearby ally to me with the fewest hit points gains +4 bonus to AC until the end of my next turn. I believe I am the only one nearby to myself.
Well, Emmy's actually nearby you.
Oh, Emmy, you get +4 to your AC until the end of my next turn.
Sweet.
Fuck.
It's a really good spell when it actually fucking works.
Yeah, that spell fucking rocks.
It's furniture time.
Well, it's a good thing I've got that +4 bonus to my new armor AC.
Oh yes, and the furniture is just piling on top of you, Emmy, because it is not happy about you destroying its friends.
It's not happy to be turned into a scratching post.
Yeah, they're not fans of it. So first we're gonna have Emmy get attacked by 4 things of furniture.
Alright. Well, with the bonus, just if it helps, my AC is 21 right now.
That is very helpful, thank you.
Yeah, I figure that's probably quicker than you asking me each time.
Alright, well one of the tables crit, so you're gonna take 4
Okay.
damage from that table, but the rest of them are gonna miss. So it's just, they're all trying to beat up on you, and you got these little holy stars protecting you. Alright, and so it's like, the only reason one of them even finds any purchases, they're literally just trying to pile on you right now. It's very much a mosh pit going on by Emmy.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
Ezara, that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Boo.
That does hit.
You'll take 2 points of damage.
Significantly less than last time.
And like the table, the furniture just kind of jumps and slams into you after you just finish summoning stars. Soren, you will be attacked by 2 such tables. I'm gonna guess a 10 and an 8 don't hit.
They do not.
All right. With that, Shaw, you are up.
All right. So, did the tables not attack us?
Oh wait, they still got it. You're right. Thanks.
I got you.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit Shaw.
Shaw is at 23 right now.
Okay, and then that is going to be a 17 to hit Constance.
Nope.
So yeah, you both are just kind of the stalwart defenders holding back this animated furniture. It's your turn, Shaw.
All right. So as I figure it, we can only do that stunt once every 3 escalations.
Yeah.
Now, here's my question to you. If I were to say yeet a team member across the table, would that work?
The only reason I say no is because you said team member just used the stunt as well.
Okay, I was just checking. All right. In that case, and of course I would have asked Constance. I was just curious to see if that was a move we might be able to do. I'm just going to hit this. I'm gonna hit the table. So whomp. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's just gonna be 6 damage.
Well, you still break stuff, and the damage rolls over into the table behind it as like a chunk of like wood sticks into it.
And then I just used the flame breath for flavor. I didn't actually use.
No, I gotcha.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna use that on this guy. And he's in the area, so he's just gonna take a D8. So it's just 4 damage.
That was still enough because the damage rollover from the previous attack.
Nice. And I am going to use the fighting stance, strong guard, where I give Constance +2 to AC.
Nice. So like you just see Shaw just split this table with a sword and then just fire.
Y'all don't want to know what my AC is right now.
Constance, what's your AC
I don't
before you
want to
take
tell
a turn?
you.
Just tell me. I'm gonna be
24.
so upset. Fuck.
Because that +2 stacked on top of my halo, which is a +2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shit can stack in 13th age. You love to see it.
I just realized that I also calculated Emmy's AC wrong because it increases with their forms, so they're at 24 right now too.
Hell yeah. If Sean were to take the defensive stance and protect himself, he'd be at 23. I gotta step my game up.
All right, so Constance, it's your turn.
Alright, well, from there, I'm gonna start backtracking and attacking the furniture boys behind us. So I'm just gonna turn to the one that's closest to me and give it a big bonk.
Go ahead. Bonk life away.
Natural 1. Life is good.
So you try to bonk and you kind of just whiff. You don't know how these things happen. Soren, it is your turn.
Gosh darn!
I'm going to stab the fucking chair in front of me. I rolled a 16 plus 5.
That'll hit.
25. Okay, I'm gonna deal next to no damage. 5 damage, proudly.
That'll kill the chair.
Yes, I killed a chair, guys. And then I'm going to use my... What's it called? It is called... Stay Strong. I'm going to use my Stay Strong ability for Emmy, and they get +2 to their AC.
Fuck off, y'all. I should not have given you any items.
And then I'm going to swing... I'm going to swing the chained book around, cast a quick spell, open up the book, and start telling a song or a story of heroes. So +1 to attacks for... I can only get the 2 near me, so... Ezara and Emmy.
Emmy has transcended the mortal plane.
Look, they needed a break after last week, okay?
All right, and with that, we're back at the top of the order. Escalation die will take up to 2.
Okay, sweet. Boo, boo, boo. Let me just double check now that things are moved around. Which move does what now? That was my... Okay, so this is my finish attack round. Alright, this is the only one that really makes sense. Escalation die is at 2?
Yes.
And Emmy gets +1, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be... Oh, fuck!
Oh.
That's a nat 19 to hit, so a 26 total?
Adjust your even.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key to
That's so you can rally for free.
do that. What's that one that I wanted to do?
Do you want to regain hit points and use a recovery?
Wait, let me double check. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I'll do that. Sorry, I confused my abilities for a minute.
No,
I had a different thing that like lets an ally do something, and I thought that was my finishing thing, but it's the flow. It's yeah. There's a lot happening with monks.
No, I get it. Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah,
but...
so I'll rally then. Yeah, I'll use a free rally.
All right. And how much damage are you dealing? Holy shit.
And that's a D10. So that's gonna be... Oh shit, and I rolled a 10. So
Oh, fuck.
that's
gonna be-
13.
So that's just you just bury 2 tables. You're taking one. You're taking another down with you. So Emmy's just like this whirlwind of just immortal destruction right now, and you just see flying bits of furniture come from where Emmy's kind of been being dogpiled by this furniture. You know, just this dust ball and furniture bits flying out of it.
It's like that cartoon of like a cat fight cloud, you know,
Yes.
where it's just like dust and wood shavings.
Yes. And yeah, you hear like
Had
saw
enough of the
sounds.
bullshit.
Yeah, you hear like a and with that, the Martyr of Kin is up. Emmy was not a big fan of what you did there. That you really trashed the place. And that's gonna be a big fat 11 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll miss.
So like this magic arrow's coming by, you just matrix dodge it because we're just leaning into Emmy's transcending the mortal realm right now. So, like you got these tables and you just like this arrow's coming and so you just like matrix dodge that shit.
Emmy had some of that Rutherford shit during our break.
Yeah, right. Ezara,
They're feeling good.
it is your turn.
So that am I engaged with the furniture?
Yes, you have a piece of you have some furniture engaged with you right now. I'm sorry.
I will hit the furniture with Javelin of Faith.
All right.
Um, 12 to hit? Not great.
That won't hit.
Yeah.
Also, I realized, Shaw, you also killed another one because they're vulnerable to fire.
And then I will heal myself.
Yeet.
All right, furniture's up again. They're just
Oh my God.
piling in. It's a hopeless fight. They're trying to win. And this one's gonna go to Ezara. Okay, so first, Emmy, 2 pieces of furniture attacking you. That's gonna be 2 10s to hit.
Those will miss.
Ezara, I've got a nat 2 and
No.
and a 14.
No. Also, your +4 is gone now. Sorry. Emmy.
Yeah, I'm at 20 now.
I'm
Alright,
no longer
Soren.
staggered.
Soren, you'll take 4 because that's a crit. And then does a 17 hit.
Yep.
So that'll be an additional 2, so 6 total. Constance, and that 1 won't hit, I'm assuming, but does a 19?
No.
Because you still have big fuck off armor.
Yeah.
And Shaw, does a 20 hit? Dirty 20?
Nope.
You also have big fuck off armor right now. Alright. I'm not gonna. Alright, Shaw, it's your turn.
All right. And we're on escalation 2, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, then ain't really nothing much to do except hit the table. And I hit it with an 11.
That will miss, unfortunately. So
11 plus 2, so 13.
still will not hit.
Flurb.
But you'll still deal half damage with, or what is it, like with your level or whatever, it's in damage because you missed.
Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be,
if it's, I think it's 1 right now, if you see your level.
Yeah, if I miss, we'll choose it depending on the fighting stance. So I'm gonna switch over to Grim and, what did I roll? I rolled an
11.
Oh no, I mean, what did I roll naturally? A 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so any natural even miss. I'm switching to Grim Intent. The next time you would deal missed damage with a melee attack, add weapon die to that damage.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna just add the weapon. I'm gonna use that and add the weapon damage.
All right. So a table will die.
Yep.
All right, and with that, Constance, it is your turn.
Constance, you do lose the +2 now. Sorry.
Oh darn! Now I'm down to just 22.
Oh, so much.
Oh darn! All right.
The flex.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to smite these furniture babies.
Go for it.
Gotta get my cards. Okay. Ooh, much better than last time. 23 to hit. Even.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. And then I get to roll this and this. 12 holy damage.
So both the tables are gone as your smite comes down and just turns them into dust. All right, Soren, it is your turn.
Oh boy. So is this big ghost lady still by me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stab her in the back. The old, never mind. The old special.
The old special.
Oh, that's a 1. So,
And
that's pretty good.
the old special does not work out for you, and the ghost wheels around. It's just like...
I'm just gonna kind of like, my dagger's just gonna kind of phase through her. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck this. And I just throw my dagger to the side. Soren is in a swearing fit today. And I guess I'm just gonna try to keep my story up, which also fails. So,
Whoa.
I'm gonna give Emmy a +2 with my final verse as the story ends. To hit, sorry. And that's my turn. A lot of failure.
All right, escalation die is at 3. Emmy, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Oh yay! Alright, let me get my thing back up because I was looking at a thing. Alright, then I'm going to make my opening attack at these tables. Helps if I grab the right die. That is 18.
Yeah.
And that's a natural even. Do I get anything here? Boo, boo, boo. I don't think any of the things that I'm engaged with are also engaged with Ezara right now, right?
No.
Okay. Then nothing super exciting happens. But I'm going to deal. Actually, no. I'll use my other opening attack. I'm going to deal 8 damage.
Yeah, that'll take out 2 tables.
2 of them? Okay, cool. Then I didn't even need to change my attack. But I'm gonna move over to position myself at like the end of the table, like between the tables.
Yeah.
And the Martyr of Kin, and I actually get to make another attack because we're at escalation die 3, and I can flurry now.
Go for it. Flurry away.
Let's see if it works. Ooh, actually it doesn't. I roll a 3, but I'm gonna spend a key to shift it down to a 2 so I can roll an unarmed, like...
Oh my god, yes!
Another attack.
Do it!
Okay, and that's going to be...
That is that wonky shit I love.
That's 17 to hit? I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I don't remember what there was. For AC.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And that's going to deal... just... 5 damage.
All right, so you're still able to kind of get a punch in on the ghost.
Yeah, so I think Emmy just sort of like takes out the last 2 tables with like one kind of roundhouse kick, like knocking one into the other one, so they like shatter together. And then I do that sort of like skid across the table to like land where I am. Like I'm not going like over it, but I like boop and just bonk the ghost in the back of the head while she's fucking with Soren.
There we go. And continuing to fuck with Soren, she shall. As she's gonna just disappear to back here and take a shot at Soren. That's a nat 1, so that will just hit a table instead and kill one of the tables. All right, with that, Ezara, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna javelin of faith at the table.
Alrighty.
It's a natural 19 plus.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. I believe it's a D6 for this one. Yes. 7 points of damage.
That will be enough to kill both tables.
Excellent. And then can I move now? Are they all gone?
Yeah, you can move.
Great. I'm gonna move into the same zone as Soren.
Go for it.
That's my turn.
All right, the last table will make one last attempt at Soren for a 7.
I'm going to spit on the table.
There we go. Shaw, it is your turn.
Well, looky here. Can we move in diagonals like this?
No, not in this game. But the escalation die is at 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking, buddy.
Yeah, I know. You can do that. You can use the stun table.
So here it's time to stunt. That is gonna be a 16 plus 1 because of my dex.
Yep, that'll work.
Plus 3. Okay. Can I flavor it a little bit different?
Yeah.
Can I? Because I always wanted to do that thing where somebody grabs a rope on the wall and cuts it like a chandelier, goes down and they go up, and then just bring it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, hell yeah. We gonna start off with the shield. And does this count as like having dashed by chance?
Well,
or the shield's ability?
Yeah, you've moved the zone. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, sucky ghost. That is that's 13 plus 3, 16.
That will just miss.
Mother flurber. That doesn't taste good. Oh, do I still get that bonus because I did the stunt?
Yes, you still do get the bonus.
Okay, so it was like a plus what bonus?
Plus 3.
Okay. Okay, so I had 16. Does 19 hit?
Yes, that will hit.
Hell yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll that beautiful beam damage. I can't stop talking like Sean. It's killing me right now. I'm not trying to do this, I'm telling you. Alright, here we go. So here it is. This is 13 damage plus the additional 10.
Alright. 23.
And then, if I recall correctly, with the shield's ability, I get to make another attack.
Yes, but this one will not have the bonus.
Yes, that is unfortunate. So we're just gonna add plus 3 to whatever I roll here because of the escalation die. So I'll go ahead and make that a modifier of 3. And then 18.
That will hit.
Then 8 damage total.
That
you
will
don't add escalation damage to damage.
No, you do not.
Okay.
That will be just enough to take out the final ghost. As you do you take the chandelier, you slice the rope, and you slide up over the table, and you come down, bringing your shield onto this ghost, and then you finish it off with a whirling swing of the blade.
I gotta be honest with y'all, I ain't think that was gonna work.
And the last animated piece of furniture is easy pickings for the rest of the party. As we go back to peaceful times, and after the battle, the centerpiece of the table in the room rests a marble and pink quartz idol representing a beautiful elven queen.
I will retrieve the statue.
All right, same thing that happens before, but now you're kind of surrounded by pink and greenish energy as you return to the base of the tower. And you notice as you're gathering the idols, the collapsed tower has been kind of rebuilding.
Interesting.
Oh, that's neat.
So you have 2 towers left. The Tower of Winter and the Tower of the Moon. And I'll let you consider which one you want to take while we take a quick break.
Okie dokie.
Break time.
We'll be back soon. Bye bye.
Damn it, no.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Welcome. You find yourselves in the town tavern. Through the typical calm pierces an unfamiliar voice. It sings news of a nefarious power. A bard to herald a call to all who would answer. Seek out this villainy and destroy it. To succeed is to achieve everlasting glory and riches beyond imagining. To fail is to lose everything. Will you answer the call?
Fuck it.
Woven Realm. The Adventures So Far, A Call to Adventure, Episode 1 through 5 recap. It would seem fate would have it that our cast of characters met almost 2 weeks ago in the treetop village of Trevenza. All of them were seeking out something similar, more knowledge about the clairvoyants they all shared. But what is to be clairvoyant? To know the true nature of our realm. That Everencia was actually born out of a recent fusion of 2 separate worlds. Most folk are unaware of this truth, believing the world to always be of this nature, but the clairvoyants, they know to some degree. It was at Madame Curio's bizarre bazaar that our characters had met, seeking out the Madame's knowledge on such mysterious things. Following instructions to seek out chaos in its hearts, the clairvoyants made haste for Badger Creek, as it was the site of a recent chaos storm. Ezara and Constance set the tone for the party, who were out here to fix the realms. The clairvoyants made no delay in setting to investigating the strange ongoings of the bustling river town. The governor's daughter was missing, and Soren's personal involvement made finding the missing Isabella a priority. Throughout their investigation, Constance also learned a shipment from Eternal Trust did also go missing. The investigation led the party to follow a path to the quartered-off parish ward. Here they delved in and discovered a Thresh had taken up residence in the temple. Defeating the Thresh and its fey minions, the clairvoyants learned the true threat to Badger Creek was indeed something far more sinister. A false hydra. Emmy's cat-like nature allowed them to see through the creature's psionic deceptions that masked it from sight and memory, and was able to lead the charge against the creature, slaying it. In the parish ward, the party learned from a ghost of a mage from the academy that Weave students had procured the Heart of Dreams from Dr. Jewel Crawford for an arcane experiment that went terribly wrong, leading to the chaos storm. With their prize in hand, the clairvoyants took some time to rest, recover, and get to know each other and their new friends. Has Soren found a love interest in Violetta, the Mage of the Weave? The Silverblade Nomads sure are interesting folk. With full Weave approval, the party returned to Madame Curio in Trevenza, where they were soon pointed to a Goldfire, a town of pilgrims built at the foot of a mighty mountain. They were told to find Curio's old friend, someone she referred only to as Old B. Ezara had a strange vision on the journey to Trevenza, where she saw a fortress, and within, her god told her to seek it out. The party learned this was the Severed Hand, an ancient and haunted elven fortress that makes for the perfect detour on the journey to Goldfire. Shaw, also plagued with visions, has seen himself as a dragon, and mountains exploding. A story of one known as the Slayer, who killed a mighty dragon in Spelldoom, is most intriguing. The party supplied themselves and set out from Trevenza on their journey to the Severed Hand. With masterful cartography and skillful navigation, the group arrived in the swamplands at the foot of the Severed Hand, an aptly named fortress. Steeling themselves, the Clairvoyants prepared to enter and find what specters of the past await inside.
Oh, wait. Okay, well, we're back. Yay!
Okay, yay.
We're back.
All right. So we are back. We've traversed the Severed Hand and we are traveling the towers. We got 2 more towers to go, my dear friends. The Tower of Winter and the Tower of the Moon.
Well, I'm figuring the elves were tables and the fire was fire. So winter is either gonna be cold or it's gonna be furniture.
Or something else entirely.
That's true. I don't know.
Let's give winter a try, I guess. At least it gives us some idea what we might be expecting.
All right.
Fine with me.
Might be utensils.
Oh, yeah.
You
I'm
ascend
down
the
to fight a
stairs.
fork. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You ascend the stairs to the tower, and as you do, the walls are painted with a winter scene. A group of elves are leaving, heading into the ever-growing white wall of snow. As you follow these exiles into the winter, you too feel colder as you ascend the stairs. You stand atop the tower, and the room is covered in snow. It is blustery cold in here, and you see in a grove of pine trees the idol upon a stump. The stump and idol are surrounded by the tight grasp of the tree branches, and there's a figure with a wolf pelt draped over them like a hood, sitting in front of the stump. He stands and greets the party. He's ethereal and almost ghostly, but does not intend to do harm. And he speaks. For we drove our kin to the lands of winter, to turn away from our gods and follow the Queen of Winter. It is important to remember our transgressions to each other, as the winter is a reminder to our folk to be thankful and to apologize to the land.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry, land.
Emmy looks around to see if that worked.
The wind just kind of keeps blowing. It is
I-
important to remember your transgressions to each other.
Ezara pulls the scarf Emmy gave her a little closer.
Emmy beams. They're just so happy to see Ezara wearing and using it.
Well, alright, well, I guess I have to apologize to y'all. We're trying to take us down to the bottom of wherever to fight that thing. I really want to wrestle whatever it is that's down there, but I can see that you're all very, natural inclination is to say scared, but I understand the connotations that that has. I like fighting big things, and I figure whatever's down there is a big old thing, and I want to wrestle it real hard, and I understand that the group does not, and I'm sorry for pushing us in that direction.
And remembering our transgressions
and recognizing them allows us to move forward. For if we do not, we drive our kin to exile in the eternal tundras of the north.
And the spirit disappears into the little idol as the tree branches give way and open up to allow you to take this small idol. And it looks like, it's like a little, it's made out of wood and fur and stone, covered in moss. And it looks very similar to the figure you just spoke to.
That was. I thought we were all going to apologize to each other. Okay, well, no, that's fine. It's whatever. You just see Shaw.
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry if I have offended anyone with anything. If that helps, Shaw.
I mean, he just like wants to make him feel better.
He breaks up a bit, like, nah, it'll do.
I think maybe that is for you then.
And she'll like point at the figure for Shaw.
And he just goes and he takes it.
And everyone's surrounded by blustery, blizzardy snow.
Whoop.
And you appear back at the base of the 4th floor. And you see that your spectral tower is almost at its zenith.
Oh, that's fun. I like that part.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, where everything's all like glowy and then we're suddenly back here. That's neat.
Alright, I'm gonna just put this in my backpack. This bag.
Well, Tower of the Moon, I guess?
Alright, so fire was fire. Elves was furniture. Winter was apologizing. You know what? I can't say that I know what the moon's gonna be.
No.
Be funny
No
if you
idea.
had to like moon the moon or something. That'd be hilarious. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Amazing, but unlikely.
Here.
I did not know moon was a verb.
Oh, you see when? Oh no.
Oh.
No. Let's go to the moon.
So Constance, mooning the verb is when you take your buttocks out and you show it to somebody and then you run away. It's like a prank. It's pretty funny.
But why would anyone want to look at my buttocks?
Alright, that's where we're ending this. Alright, see you later. Tower of the Moon's calling. Gotta go now.
The customs of the outside world are so confusing.
It's an elven thing.
Oh, that does make more sense.
Oh, no. Okay, so
Anyhow.
the final tower features art that depicts elven archers. There are small holes in the wall, and before you can take your first step, arrows begin whizzing through the stairway.
Oh, well, hell.
Yeah, so I just need one character to just kind of dodge or whatever these arrows.
I'll shield the party and just kind of take them.
All right, give me actually give me like a Constitution skill.
Constitution? Well, shit! I'm good at that. I talked too soon. I rolled a 5, and that's +2.
All right. Unfortunately, due to that, everyone will take 4 points of damage as Shaw is not. The shield is not as effective.
I'm staggered again.
Too many arrows, not enough shield to go around. But you do make it to the top, and beneath the ceiling, moonlight streams into the fortress, where the final idol crafted from sapphire sits atop a sculpture of a bow.
Sorry about everybody getting stabbed with arrows, but I figure that brings us closer. We have common pain. You gonna be alright, Ezara? You looking a little...
There's blood all over her shirt.
I mean, can I just suggest something? Maybe this whole white thing, this white wardrobe thing, is not the best for adventuring.
It's the uniform of my order.
Oh, I mean, we can see every time you've been scratched.
Do you want a health potion?
I can just heal myself, but thank you.
Oh yeah, we still got that chunky health potion though. You know what? I'm hurting a little bit. Somebody pass me the chunky.
Oh, are you sure? Because I think it's Emmy who has the mystery potion.
The health potion that's a little bit too aged.
The past date.
Yeah.
I would not recommend that shot. If you need healing, I will heal you.
No, it's alright. I got a strong stomach, and you need to save your energy because from the looks of your outfit, you have had a hard day, and I'm just a little scratched up. I'm sure this chunky health potion ain't that bad.
Perhaps you should wait until after we have exited this dungeon if you get ill while we are here.
I'll ever tell you about this time I got into a bar brawl with the bubble guts. I'll be just fine.
Oh, I remember that. It was funny, but very messy.
It was just blood and shit everywhere. So
I wasn't going to go into the details, but okay.
And I'm in the Chamber of the Moon.
So you grab the idol, and they're still having their conversation as you're surrounded by moonlight and are at the base of the spectral tower. The idols kind of magically lift themselves from wherever you're keeping them and float towards the shrine where they place themselves in their appropriate location.
My bad.
And as the idols find their spot, pieces of rubble and collapsed tower begin to lift upward, and they finally finish reforming into a floating, not wholly complete version of itself, rejoining the top of the tower with the rest of the severed hand. The floating pieces of the tower quiver and groan, inviting you to ascend. You ascend the broken staircase. The art on the walls in this tower depicting many worlds amongst the stars, where the elves themselves are spreading throughout. You eventually reach the top of the tower, decorated in a manner fitting an astrolabe. The floor features a large crescent moon and other star shapes. The astrolabe matches the exact one from Ezara's vision. The metal spheres twirl around the room in their astronomical dance. A sphere, unlit, sits in the middle of this astrolabe. It takes you a moment to notice the figure that shambles from the shadows. The light within the sockets flash purple as a skeletal figure, adorned with tattered robes and an old rusted circlet, approaches. The emaciated flesh of this dead elf is pallid, and wisps of hair cling to it desperately. Sockets of where its eyes were glow a deep purple. A sword is worn at his belt, and as he grows closer, he begins to float gently towards you. My kin, you have heard my call.
Who are you?
I am Laryl Arthur Kessier, God Hand of the Severed Hand. Or at least I was. And you, and he points towards Ezara, are my descendant. For I called out to you.
That was you?
That indeed was me. For the curse or blessing placed upon me by our gods, which you have obviously turned away from, has allowed us to have a special connection due to our kindred nature.
I don't understand.
What do you not understand?
I believed I had been called here by Star.
You mean the god of our enemies?
The god that chose me.
Yes. As they all believed. Every knight whose existence is cursed to this place believed the star chose them as well.
Why are they still bound here?
Well, that's a story that's long in the telling. But if you wish, I suppose you should learn more of your ancestors. Go ahead, ask your questions.
Souls that have departed should be allowed to rest in peace.
And I agree, but that is not the case in this place.
Why not? What's keeping them here?
For we were chosen by our gods to defend the heart acorn from those who wish to take it.
What is the heart acorn?
Well, it depends who you ask. You ask a common person, it is just a nut. Nothing more but magical. But the mages of my time, we believed it was an item of far greater power. A heart of chaos. Of course, theoretical only in existence. But we had it here. Proof of the convergence here in this fortress.
Proof.
Yes. Is that not what the Chaos Hearts are? I do not share the gift of sight beyond sight. Sure, I am an undead lich and a great wizard, but I am not clairvoyant.
We are.
How fitting. Blood of my blood does have the gift of sight beyond sight. Then it is appropriate that I called you here, is it not? Perhaps then I can finally rest.
How do we put you to rest? You and all the other souls trapped here.
We are not trapped here. We serve the gods willingly.
Not all of you.
Every elf here made their choice.
But it is not only elves you have bound here.
The knights, in their spirits, the astral star, saw it was important that the heart of life did not end up in the wrong hands. And they, like you, felt chosen by their god. Did I not say that?
I have been chosen by the astral star.
And what proof do you have?
The star has been speaking to me since I was a child.
You said you're clairvoyant now.
Yes.
Visions plague the mind of every clairvoyant. That is what I read. The astral star started speaking to mortals long ago. Blood of my blood.
You're wrong.
Who are you to tell a millennia-old lich he's wrong?
Someone who has actually been part of this world. Someone who lives.
I still live yet by the will of the gods.
This facsimile of existence isn't living.
The gods of our people, the elves, declared that I shall become Baelnorn. Or have you forgotten our traditions over the centuries and worshipping the stars?
Soren, you've heard of Baelnorns. Baelnorns are a special variety of liches that only a lichdom that only elves may achieve. And interesting to note, it does not require dark rituals to become a Baelnorn. Baelnorns take up the role, usually willingly, to defend places of importance to the elven people. They're very rare and hardly encountered anymore.
While this is going on, before that probably, I'm just gonna kind of nonchalantly like turn around, kind of open my cloak a little bit, and I'm gonna say under my breath "Thresh" and use the lantern and see if there's any illusions going on in the chamber.
There is one illusion where there's of course this great majestic pedestal, and of course what's on it looks to be like this magical acorn. That's an illusion. The acorn's an illusion.
The cake's a lie. Is it not? Is it not there? Is there just nothing there?
There's nothing there.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So, Ezara, we can sit here and talk faith, religion, and theories of existence and life. Or I could tell you why I've called you here, so you didn't waste time in bleeding.
Tell me then.
I need your help to get it back.
To get what back?
He waves his hand, and the acorn illusion turns into a rainbow cloud.
The one those pixies you've acquired followed. He took it.
The Moonlit King.
Aye, whatever you call him. I call him a right bastard.
You bound innocent souls to this place to protect something that isn't even here?
It was not my choice they were bound here. I have told you, it was the gods' will. The spell I originally intended to cast, the Great Mythal, was to protect us, and it failed. Not by my hand, not by my choosing. Everything was perfect. Everything was right. The gods chose that we would guard this place forever.
Is there a way to set those souls free?
As I said, the heart of life must be secured. Only when my gods feel that the heart itself is safe, may we all finally rest.
And it's this acorn that's the heart.
Within the acorn is the heart of life. Be very careful with it, though. It can conjure portals to the Fey realm.
The Moonlit King. Do you know where he took it?
I do not. But with you here now, my powers are restored enough to where I think I can divine where he's taken it. He
Then
will
do
not
so.
Do not fear, he will not have gotten far. I placed a curse on him.
And so, Lyral magically lifts up this glowing orb from like the shadows in the room and places it into the glowing sphere in the center of the astrolabe. His hands are quivering and glowing. He opens the glowing sphere with the wave of one of his hands and uses the other to guide the divining orb into the sphere, and then closes it. The Lich does magic with the moment of a thought. The spheres glowing as they spin around the room. Ghostly figures of dancing fae and animals form throughout the room, rambunctiously frolicking around the astrolabe around you. Lyral seems unbothered by the anomaly and continues to cast his spells. The orb glows intensely for a moment before the Baelnorn releases the divination spell. He turns slowly to the party, ghostly echoes echoing around you.
The troublesome Fae has not gotten too far, as I suspected. The King of Moonlight has brought the hot acorn to a land ruled by your stars. I see a forest beyond an old abbey.
And he kind of he takes you to like a pool of water that he touches, and the images of the divination kind of appear in the pool of water. And it's almost picturesque, the quaint stone abbey. Its moss-covered walls protecting it from the wilderness around it. And beyond the abbey lies a road that winds into the woodlands beyond. Ezara, you recognize this place. No matter what any other name someone else may give it, Bright Star Abbey, Spruce Wall, you call it home. The forest Laryl is referring to must be the White Pines, the White Wilderness, W-I-G-H-T. You see the silhouette of a creature moving into the forest. The land of the old Pashnu barbarians. Some of the most fearsome warriors of my time. How they've changed over the ages. Looks towards Ezara.
That's my home.
I understand. Makes sense he brought it around there.
What do you mean it makes sense?
You'll come to understand. Ask your mother about it sometime. And he turns around and snaps his skeletal finger, and the image in the pool disappears.
My mother is long dead.
Yeah, well, so am I, and here I stand. I am unfortunate. I would go and retrieve it myself, but I am bound to these halls.
We'll find it.
Good. When you do, make sure you tuck it away somewhere. No one will ever find it.
What makes it so valuable?
That Chaos Heart specifically is thought to be the one that opened the portals that brought our people to this realm centuries and millennia ago.
I see.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. The cameras went away and I don't know how long it's been like that.
Charles, if you could use this just to say
Okay, we're back. I'm sorry.
Are you good?
You're crackling, Noir.
Oh no, that's not good. Alright, never mind, shall I continue?
You may go now. I have nothing more to say to you.
Very well. I'll look at the others like... Okay, then we leave, I guess.
Oh, I must warn you. The creature down below. You've lifted the tower. You can do the math.
Oh no.
Well, shy, it looks like maybe you will get your, dream after all. Oh, boy.
Well, I've certainly been hoping. But I must say, are we really listening to a lich?
I'm not happy about it, but it's the best lead we have for freeing these people.
I mean, if it is how we need to get any more of these hearts anyway, then it seems the best course.
I mean, how do we know he ain't lying?
We don't.
I have no reason to lie to you. I used what little left of my power after my spirit and mind fractured to contact you, Ezara. Why would I do such a thing if I was just to bring you here and lie?
I don't know. It doesn't mean you wouldn't.
My motivations are true. I serve my gods, and they want the Chaos Heart secured and safe. You are my kin. You have my blood in your veins.
I have no doubt you'll be able to get it back. The gods will guide you.
The star will guide me.
Sure.
Ezara will storm out. She looks mad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would anyone else like to entertain me with talks of religion?
Not today. I'm just gonna walk out after Ezara.
Thank you for the information. Is there anything you can actually tell us about this creature down below? You know, before we just start wandering around.
Well, unfortunately I can't affect it because it's surrounded in bane fire. It seems the Moonlit King knew how to counter my magic.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what happens when you stick one of those moths near one of those flames for too long.
Oh, this sounds like it will be good fun then. Alright, well, thank you.
No need to thank me. I am doing what my gods asked of me. My reward will be when I can walk in the gardens of Celestine again.
Crackling. He's just gonna ask, do you recognize me at all? Like, do you know who I am?
Your nature is much like this realm. Conflicted. Merged. I feel as if I know you, but yet something unfamiliar. Whatever's inside you, quite frankly, frightens me. It should frighten you too.
Burn stuff sometimes.
Yes, I imagine the rage of fire within. Must be very powerful.
I mean, I'm tough.
Yes. You are interesting. And here I thought you were just another knight clad in plate mail ready to break stuff. Godspeed on your journey. You'll need it.
Well, thank you. You're much nicer than they said.
Yes, perhaps it has something to do with Baelnorn nature. Farewell.
I'm gonna go after Ezara as she left. And just, like, call after her. Ezara, I know that it was probably difficult, and I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry that both of your parents are no longer here. The other day when I learned that you had lost your father, I didn't know that it was also your mother, so I couldn't imagine. I've lost one as well, but I couldn't imagine losing both.
Thank you, Soren.
That's all. The offer still stands if you ever want to talk about it, if you ever get to a place where you feel able to.
I appreciate that.
For what it's worth, I'm not really a religious person either, but I'm sure the Astral Star did talk to you in some manner. Baelnorns are full of shit. I wouldn't really trust him.
I have faith.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
If he's right, and I am truly his descendant, then that means my mother was as well. And she didn't tell me.
Well, I doubt my parents have told me everything they know either. I know that's a little bit more complicated for you, but there's probably a good reason she didn't tell you this.
I hope so.
We'll figure it out. Things always get figured out.
Not always.
Well, you just haven't seen it all the way through then.
I suppose.
There's a good story about that. Let me go find it. I'm just gonna like open my book and just try to find the story about seeing things through the warning tale.
Wonderful. So, dear friends, as you descend the grand stone staircase, curve along the central support of this fortress. The blue-green glow that was once distant and cut off from the collapsed tower now grows stronger as you descend back down the fortress. The light quivers and flickers as if coming from a great flame deep below. So, you, as you're descending, you reach this room where this chasm splits the room, possibly created from the collapsing of the tower originally. Peering down below reveals a great green flame burning. The stone and brick that remains is cracked from the stress and weight of ages, with the support of below being burned away by banefire. Strange crystals of where the banefire burned away the stone and rubble form and float above and around you in the area you stand in. A single platform joins the room, joins the two sides of this room together. And from below, you hear that shriekish roar again. And you hear claws dig into the stone as whatever moves from below begins crawling its way. It smells of crushed beetles as it makes its way to where you stand. You catch yourself trying to keep balance as the floor shakes and the creature reveals its long, wormish form. It resembles a massive hairy caterpillar. It has a crested horn and two unmoving blue eyes. And, its bluish-gray body glows a bright green. Mandibles clack as the creature looks down at you. A sticky web-like, fiery substance dribbling down its jaw. It lets out one more shriek before lunging towards you.
Oh, yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Thanks, I hate it.
The moths strike back.
What's a fucking 5? How's everybody else doing?
Let's find out.
I got 16.
Hey, 19.
11.
Super Moth. Mega Moth.
Mega Moth.
Zara doesn't normally approve of violence as a first resort. However, she is in a bad fucking mood.
Soren, what's your initiative?
11.
11. All right, and then Emmy's, what was yours?
19.
That's right, yours was like super fucking high. All right, before this fight begins, I gotta roll initiative for Big Wormy Boy, the Bane Worm, as I call this creature.
Don't like that.
He a chonky boy.
A chunky boy.
That's gonna be a 20-something.
Ooh.
Disgusting.
Ew, bugs.
And with that, before we begin, there are a few stunts to note in this battle. You'll notice the terrain, you can jump down from C to B instead of having to go like around through A to get to B from C. And that's just a jump down. There are 2 stunts involving Wormy Boy. One stunt is Climb the Worm. But then there's another stunt that you can use called, that's a stunt attack. And you have to be climbing the worm to use a stunt attack. And while climbing the worm, you make a melee attack. And basically, you make a mighty blow. And if you make that, you have to save versus radiation, but you also insta-crit and deal quad damage. So let's have fun.
Ooh, shit.
Holy shit.
Well then.
Yeah, so basically to grab on is a strength check. And you have to be engaged with the Bane Worm to try and, basically I'm calling that stunt Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
And so you will, if you succeed, you get to describe how you manage to climb up the beast's back. You cling on for dear life and hope it doesn't plunge down. You are considered to share space with the monster, and after sticking the landing, you may use an attack to make an additional skill roll to move to the crit zone. And then that's what you can do with your turn. Then you have to wait till your next turn to make the stunt attack. But you can like stunt on and then move to the crit zone for a move, essentially.
Okay.
And the Baneworm is going first. And the Baneworm is going to... it's big, so it climbs up onto the surface and then charges the party.
This is fine.
Sorry if I'm still crackly, y'all.
Y'all
Trying to fix
good.
it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Shaw and Constance, that's a 19 versus physical defense.
Yeah. No, wait, no. Physical defense, no. Wait. Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, Shaw, how about you?
Physical defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is low. It's only 13.
All right, that'll be 16 points of damage, and you're both dazed until the Baneworm's next turn. Because the Baneworm uses Crush Undertide. It just lifts itself up and then just inchworms down on top of the two of you. The dust settles, and Constance and Shaw are caught under it and have to kind of get out, and they just got hit so hard. It's like your head's spinning, and it's like, ooh, boy, that was a biggie. And with that...
I am going to use Heavy Warrior.
Okay.
And take half.
Alrighty. Emmy, it is your turn. This big-ass worm just came out of nowhere and is crouching.
Yeah. Ooh boy. Alright, so with this stunt to climb the worm, would my key ability be of any benefit? It gives me flight until the end of my turn.
Yeah, we'll just say you can move to the crit zone if you can fly.
I would like for to do that.
What does it look like when you use a key ability to fucking fly, by the way?
I mean, it's sort of like described in the book as like for monks, it's not so much an arcane flight. It's like picture kind of like, in like kung fu films when you've got like those like wire jumps going. It's very much like Emmy, I think, sort of like sizes it up and is gonna take like a running leap, like sort of up like part of its body and like do a sort of parkour thing like from like any edges of this bridge and like on the thing's like own body as they like just sort of cat claw their way up, like just racing up.
You can also, because
and I'm gonna try to
go for that crit attack, baby.
Yeah. Was there something else where you're just gonna let me know that I could still do that too?
Yeah, you can do that too because you're using the key ability. That's what I'm saying. Make a giant slayer attack.
Let's see, so that's...
Also, when you giant slay, it's versus PD instead of AC.
Instead of PD, okay. And it's just a basic, or do I still get to use a form for that?
You can still use a form and all that good shit.
Okay, cool.
It's just make a melee attack, that's all it...
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it had to be like just, like super basic or something like that. Alright, my actual attacks don't really matter. It's only a 15 to hit. I don't know if that's enough.
That'll hit the PD because it's a versus PD and not AC. That'll hit the PD. So you will hit in quad damage.
Oh, booyah. And that's 5 damage, so quad, so 20?
20 damage, yeah.
Sweet. I think Emmy's like, he just sort of like watches Emmy's like claws are shredding this thing like as they go. It's not so much like one big thing, it's like a bunch of like small things.
Emmy, please save versus radiation.
Yeah. And that's just a normal save?
Yes.
That's a crit. It's a 20.
Okay, so you do not feel the effects of radiation at all. And you, as the creature rears back, you leap off of its back and land next, you can land within the zone not engaged with the creature.
Sweet.
And it's like there's like bane fire shooting out of its back. It's like... Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's all I got this round.
Constance, it is your turn.
Oh boy, do I want to try to climb the big scary worm? Yes.
Got hardcore parkour on your side.
I got to use my parkour skills, I suppose. But can I use my strength?
Yeah, you can use your strength check.
Okay. That's better.
I have it listed as...
natural 20.
Oh, shit. I'll let you move to that crit zone with the nat 20. So you can make an attack for free on this turn, too, because of the nat 20. So describe how it looks like when you climb up the worm back.
Constance like takes her weapon and uses the sharp pointy end to stab into the worm to give her something to like step onto and climb onto, and just gives her enough of a boost to get up and grab something else onto like the worm's body.
Okay.
And with a mighty smite, I will attack. Oh. It's like a less than 10, I think. Yeah, no, it's not happening.
So you try to stab the worm with your attack, and it's kind of shaking around. It makes it really hard. You're able to hold on this turn, but it's like thrashing about, making it hard to make a good attack there.
Well, yeah, like I let go with one hand, like trying to make an attack, and then immediately have to hold back on again.
Yup. Shaw, it is your turn.
Alright, so first off, I think I fixed the crackling sound.
You did.
Yes.
Awesome. Second off, there is, let's see, I'm going to use my quick action to rally.
Okay.
Cause I'm a little dinged up here. Okay. So that helps. It's your boy back to 26. And there is not one cell in my body that is not screaming to jump on this motherfucker. So that's what we're gonna do.
Alright.
Alright, so I think I need to roll a strength check.
Yes, sir. You can add background too. When it says plus BG, you can add background.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna use natural predator.
All right.
Let's do it. All right, so that's 14 plus 4, 18 plus natural predator, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, you successfully climb onto the worm. Would you like to move into the crit zone?
Yes, I would.
Climb
all right, make another strength check.
The danger zone.
All right, that's a little less. 12, 16, 17, 18, 19.
You are able to join Constance on the near the top of the creature's neck as it's like kind of thrashing and moving about. You can feel it swaying, the fur's brushing against your face.
All right, and I can't make an attack yet, right?
No, not yet.
All right, cool. Then that's my turn. I have to make a save against the radiation though.
Not yet. That's until you hit.
Oh, okay.
Soren, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of look at my book again, look towards the worm, kind of mutter under my breath. Father always taught me to use weaknesses as strengths, and I'm going to cast Soundburst.
Okay.
And my intent with this is to, port all of my shitty memories of being clairvoyant into the worm and just kind of, overload its brain and deal damage to it.
Oh, fuck, okay.
So I deal 20 damage. I already rolled the hit. It was 16 even plus 4. I'm assuming 20 hits versus mental defense.
Oh yeah. Oh, this thing is not a very.
I assumed it was stupid. So that's 20 to hit, 20 damage, and yeah, that's it.
All right. So you do deal the 20 damage. You hear this just loud, and then the worm lets out the screech.
Ew.
And it's dazed as well for a turn.
Oh, fuck. Good one.
Dazed is pretty nasty.
Sure is. That's the -4 to hit. All right. Anything else, Soren?
No, that's it.
All right. Ezara, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Bless on myself, on Emmy, and on Soren. You all get a +1 to your attacks this battle. And then I am going to Javelin of Faith a worm, I suppose.
You go.
Ezara's in a really very terrible mood.
And what's that versus?
That is against physical defense.
All right, go for it.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Where is my dice? 10 points of holy damage.
Nice. Y'all are just kind of laying into this worm with your various this radiant javelin buries itself in the Baneworm's eye, and it's just.
And I'm going to back away.
back away slowly.
Back away quickly, actually.
The Bane Fire Worm is up. And it's going to breathe fire, targeting Emmy and Soren. It just kind of like gurgles up this gooey green fire, and just sends this like burning. It's like almost like napalm. That is going to versus PD. That's a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
It's me.
Roll versus radiation, please.
I'm gonna fucking die here. What's the roll?
Just a hard save.
Oh shit. 18. Wow, that's
18,
Alright.
yeah, success.
Yeah, nice.
You also, though, do note you take 13 points of fire damage
Yeah,
as you're
I'm
covered
down.
in this.
I'm down.
Emmy has 3 right now. 3 hit points.
Emmy, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Rallying is a main action, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a fighter.
Unless you're a fighter, yeah. Let's see. Where's my free rally thing? I think that was only for my finish attack. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna rally.
Alright.
And I think Emmy just sort of like thinks back to all the conversations that she had recently with Constance and Ezara about like trying to not just throw yourself into danger. And I think she like sort of starts running towards the worm and like stops for a second. Is like, okay, and then like keeps going with the rest of my movement to just sort of get up against it. But I'm gonna rally otherwise.
All
That'll
right.
be it for me. Shit, and I rolled a 1.
Fuck. Constance, your turn.
So
You're in the
sad.
crit zone.
Is the escalation die?
The critical zone. Making another smite attack.
Alex, did
Rolled
the escalation
another
die?
3.
Oh, yes, the escalation die did tick up. You're right, sorry. What'd you get?
I rolled another 3.
Unfortunately, that one will miss as well, and I'm gonna need you to roll to hold on.
Cry. Is that just a save or can I apply my...
Just a strength check.
Okay. 11?
That 11 to stay on will not be enough. The worm kind of shakes its back and flings you off, Constance.
If it's a strength check, she can add her background, right?
Yeah, you can have background stuff.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't.
It's
No, I
a
said you
check, not a
could.
save.
Oh, fine. Then, I mean, so 7 plus 4 plus 3, 14?
Plus 1 from the escalation die, 15. Yeah, that'll be enough. You hold on.
Cool. Just barely, though.
So you're like holding on, and it's like flopping you around. Shaw, your turn.
Remember the first Harry Potter movie and the troll scene in the bathroom? That's what's happening.
So that's a nat 20.
All right, how do you quad damage?
Wait, what?
Because you're in the crit zone. You crit in the crit zone. So we're gonna double the quad damage. So tell me what your damage is. I'll quad it and then I'll double it.
Okay. Fuck.
And then roll the save against radiation after that. But we'll take care of that later.
Okay, let's roll the d10. 6 plus 4, so that's 10.
Times 4 would be 40.
Uh-huh.
Times 2 would be 80.
Yeah.
Well,
What's up?
is it, you multiply the dice and then add the bonus?
Yeah, why?
So it's 6 times 4 times 2 plus 4.
Wait, 6 times... No, I was just taking the damage he rolled 10 times 4 times 2, because I figured that just made more sense.
He rolled a 6 and then added 4 for his strength modifier.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was
Okay.
just gonna quad the damage. And then double the quad damage. Yeah, so
Shit.
so 80. You just it's not dead, but you just take your sword and just
It took fucking 80 damage and it's not dead?
No.
And then just to put a little bit more, just to put a little bit more sauce on that, I'm gonna breathe some fire at it. So here's a D8.
All right, and that's as you're coming off the back of the worm. I also need you to save versus radiation.
Okay, that's not great. That's a 2.
Oh boy. You're gonna take you take 1 point of radiation. So
okay.
So we are gonna mark that on the rad tracker first of all. What does that mean?
I don't
what does
like that.
Point of radiation mean? First of all, it means for every radiation point, your max HP is decreased and cannot be healed. For every 1 radiation point you have. At different rad levels, you will suffer mutations, penalties, bad things, illness, and death.
Well, shit. You know what? I think that was a worthy trade for that amount of damage.
I would say so. And then
I'll take that trade.
And then it's also worth noting, healing radiation is not a simple resting thing. You will need to do like it'll have to be a period of long rest to heal 1 radiation point.
I am very glad that I got 1 point of radiation damage.
So like Shaw's glowing a little bit after, steaming a little bit after coming off the back of the worm, dealing like the huge amounts of damage. It was just spouting bane fire after Shaw was done with it.
Oh, it is not so bad to glow.
Soren, it is your turn.
Oh, you
I'm
match.
dead, so I'm gonna roll a death save.
You get a +2 to your death save because you are near me.
Still bad. That's a 9. So not good stuff.
Uh-oh.
So yeah.
Ezara, it is your turn. What's up, Chris?
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm going to curse, and then I'm going to run to Soren's side, shout my invocation of healing, my invocation of life, that's the one. And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Go for it.
Soren, have a free recovery, add 2.
Much thanks. And I'm back at 9.
Soren, you and Fire are just not getting along today.
No, I think they chose the wrong god for me.
The Bane worm is up.
Okay, real quick, with my invocation of life up, this battle, me and each of my allies can each separately add the escalation die to a single save made by us. In addition, me and my allies do not die from hit point damage when our negative hit point equals half our normal hit points. Instead, we die if our negative hit points equals our full hit points.
Well, that's a good thing, because Wormy's moving up and is moving in.
Yeah,
and because of a special feature Wormy has, the worm gets to make a free crush undertide attack because it is moving. And that is going to target Emmy, Soren, and Ezara, and that's going to be an 11 versus PD.
I'm good.
Miss?
So it kind of tries to crush you all, and you're able to get out of the way of it. And then it wheels around, and it gulps down, its jaws open up, and it leans its head down towards Ezara. Ezara, that's going to be a 24 versus AC.
Fuck you! Yeah, that hits.
You will take 12 points of damage. And Ezara, you've been swallowed by the worm.
Son of a bitch!
Save versus radiation, please.
Fuck!
Oh boy.
17.
You're okay for now.
For now.
For now. The escalation die is now at 2, my dear friends. So, Emmy, it is your turn.
Oh no! I think Emmy's gonna run towards the worm, because it's like right up near us. So I'm gonna try to. How many times can I fly? I think it might just be once per battle. Yeah. So I can't do my fly thing again to try to take it out. But I'll try to climb back up to the crit zone.
Sure. Make your strength or dex check plus background.
That's not gonna matter. That's a 2 on the die.
So you'll try to climb up the worm, and let's see. Yeah, so you try to climb on the worm, and it's just moving around too much for you to try and get any good purchase or anywhere good to climb up on. Anything
That's
else?
all I can do.
All
That's
right.
all I got.
Constance,
Yee.
please roll to hang on.
No, I already fell off, I thought.
No, you didn't. Oh, yeah. No, you didn't. Remember, you passed.
You saved.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, we're gonna try a smite for a third time. Please, dice.
You have plus 2
20.
from the escalation.
Yeah, 22.
That will
even.
hit. Yeah, that will hit, and let me know what the damage is so I can quad it.
6.
6
Yeah.
total with the smite?
Yep.
So 24
Wait,
points.
Yep. Yeah, I rolled 2 3s.
Oof. Alright, so that'll be 24 points of damage as you roll the save against radiation as you get kicked off the worm.
What was that, a con save?
Just a hard save.
5. I fail.
You gain a point of radiate. Actually, wait, I gotta roll to see how many points you get. You gain 2 points of radiation.
I glowed more than usual.
Yes,
I
Constance.
knew this was a bad idea to come down here.
So the worm throws you off, and you're kind of the guide your counter. Shaw, it is your turn.
I'm getting back on that horse. That Mafia horse. Let's go ahead and roll strength. I'm gonna try it on roll 20 and see if roll 20 decides not to fuck me. It's escalation die 3, right?
2 right now.
2. Okay, so. See, I knew it was gonna fuck me.
And that is not enough to climb, Wormy. So you try to climb up, and you just end up sliding down the back of it.
And I do get to add my background, so that's an additional 3.
Actually, that'll make it successful then. All right, roll again to get to the crit zone.
I'm not just to roll 20 this time. Fuck that.
No.
That's a 12 plus the 1, 13 plus the 3, 16.
That'll get you to the crit zone.
Alrighty. And that's where I'll stay until next turn so I can hit it.
All right, Soren, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person. Just kidding. I'm gonna cast Battle Chant.
All right.
Trying to hit it. 13 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5. Okay. So that deals 7 damage.
Alright.
And I'm going to use. Is anybody really hurt?
Emmy's got like 4 hit points right now.
Okay, I'm gonna use Pull It Together and give Emmy a recovery, but it has to be one of their own. So.
Okay.
What do you say
I've got
to
some
get
right
Emmy
now,
to?
so.
I'll just yell over, Emmy, I really didn't like going down and dying like you did last week, so let's try to keep it together today.
I'm trying.
All right, Ezara, please save versus radiation.
That's a natural 19, so
You're good. Go ahead and.
God is with me.
You can either make an attack from inside the worm and try and make an attack as if you were dazed, or you can try and escape the worm.
To escape the worm.
All right, give me a hard save.
God is not with me. 12?
No, you're trying to climb up, and the worm's body is working against you. I will just leave it at that. We're at the top of the order. Escalation die is now at 3.
Woot woot!
And now Wormy is up and is going to try and mount on Soren. Soren.
Wait, Alex.
Yes.
Can I use my invocation of life to add the escalation die to my save? Would that get me
What would it be then?
+3, right? So 15?
Still wouldn't make it.
Damn it. Okay.
Soren, does a dirty 20 hit your AC?
Does. I'm coming, Ezara.
Swallowed by the wormy.
Well.
Oh my god.
And you take 4 points of damage on the way down. Roll versus radiation.
Is it just a no? Oh.
TPK.
That's a 1.
No!
You take 2 points of radiation.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
All right, 2 in the tummy. All right, so Soren is also in the tums now.
No.
Emmy,
no,
it is
no.
your turn. Your friends are disappearing, and it's because they're becoming a snack for this giant worm creature.
Stop eating my new caravan! I'm gonna try and hit it. Let's see. Do I need to change this one to get anything that I will want? Question, would being swallowed by the worm count as an ally engaged who can pop free? Can I just punch this worm so hard it throws up a friend?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll say it. Go for it.
Sweet, I do it. I'm like, leave my new friends alone, and I'm gonna take literally a running cat punch, and I'm just gonna whap wherever I recently saw Ezara poking, trying to get out, and I'm just gonna bop.
And it just barfs up Ezara. Ezara's just covered in this green just bile. And it's just, fresh air at least.
Oh, you're back, hello! Get a safe distance, please. And then I'm gonna hit it again with my next action.
Nice.
That was 4 damage for that first one.
All right.
Okay. That's probably gonna miss. Sorry, it's a 14?
That will not hit.
Yeah, that's for AC too, so.
Without the running start, it's just not the same. Constance, you are up.
Hey. Oh dear. Okay, did I fall off when I got radiated?
Yes.
Then, glowing isn't new to me, so I will just try to run forward and attack again.
Alright, do you want to try and climb on, or are you just attacking?
I'm just going to attack. Climbing was too much effort.
Alright.
Oh my god, what is with my rolls? What's our escalation time? 3 plus 4 plus 5. Not very good. 12.
Well, your mace is not finding purchase. The fur and the hide of this creature is too thick.
Why will you not be attacked?
Shaw, it is your turn.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. One second. Do you happen to see what this is?
Is that a crit?
Yeah, that's gonna.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
That's gonna be another 20 right there.
Fuck!
Oh my god, Sean's going off today. Jesus Christ. By the gods. Alright.
Legends.
Fucking legend, mate. All I saw his dude kill a bane worm with one shot.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that damage one more again. This time it's gonna be 12.
Hey, so Shaw, tell me, what does it look like when you kill this fucking thing?
I'm just gonna go. You heard Emmett, quit eating my friends. It's just gonna fucking stab down to this thing.
All right, just. I like to think just as the head comes off eventually, just from how much you're just like, oh, stop eating my friends.
He slides down the thing.
Yeah.
Stabs into it and slides.
Go ahead and roll the save versus radiation as you.
Oh, this is the one that sucks. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's gonna be some radiation, my friend.
Yeah,
that you gain 4 points of radiation for a grand total of 5. You almost suffered a mutation.
So he just goes, stop eating our friends. Ugh. Lands all cool. Then he just coughs blood. Everybody okay?
Maybe now it is time for this. I shake the gloopy potion.
Give me the sauce.
Okay, I hope this doesn't kill you though.
That
would be funny, but
it would be pretty funny.
will run over to Shaw and attempt to heal him. I don't think it will work on the radiation, but it's worth a try.
You all hear a very muffled, yep, nobody worry about Soren. He's fine.
Constance will go worry about Soren.
God damn it. Well,
I don't believe this can be healed by any traditional means. You might just float for a while.
Feels like I got a bunch of bunnies boxing in my belly.
And he just wordlessly hands you another joint.
all right, so dear friends, with that, you're able to exit the severed hand. You step outside the haunted stone walls of the fortress, possibly cursing its name or overseer. You feel the fresh air on your face for the first time after what feels like an eternity. Sure, you're surrounded by murky swamp, but anything is refreshing compared to the heavy and musty air of the severed hand. With new knowledge and 2 paths, our heroes will need to ponder what path they wish to take next. Do they continue their original journey to Goldfire and learn from Old B the secrets of the Heart of Dreams? Or shall they reconsider where they journey next? Perhaps this discussion's better had on the road to Shiverdelve, out of the swamp, and away from the ominous severed hand.
Two severed, 2 hands.
2 severed.
I love this die. I just rolled it again for the shits and giggles of it. It was another 20.
Holy severed, 2 hands, 2 crits.
Seriously, my jawbreaker die were very kind to me tonight. Thank you, AJ.
Yes.
I don't remember the brand here. I know that for my damage, I've been using jawbreaker. That's
yeah.
So, I know usually I'd let the party decompress, but we're basically strapped for time at this point. We'll be back next week. That's the best part. It's the best damn part. So thank you.
So bad.
Thank you everyone for joining us for this exciting session of Woven Realm, an independent 13th Age broadcaster actual play. We have the blessing of the 13th Age developers, Pelgrane Press. We have a link with them. You should definitely check out 13th Age. I've found it's a great system for GMs like me who love to kind of get up and change the rules. You've seen me adding radiation to the damn game. Anyway, we shall go around real quick, talk about who we are, where you can find us, and then we'll sign off for the night and see you next Wednesday. So, Noir, why don't you take us away first?
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as The Noir Enigma. I am a stretch goal writer for Necrobiotic. In that was funded on Monday, but if you want my stretch goal, please keep funding it. I am writing an adventure based on Crank 2, and Happy. If you haven't seen those shows, please check them out, but be warned, there are some problematic material in there. But that's me for the most part.
All right, Sam.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at TheSamWisest. I'm the Samwise Game G here on Twitch. I'm the accessibility director here at the Chromatic Chimera. I'm also a member of No Initiative, so you can see me back here on Monday with them playing Quest the Soaring City. I'm also a member of Protean City's new comics line, The Incidentals, so if you like masks and podcasts, make sure to check them out as well. Otherwise, just check out my socials to find everything else I'm doing. I'll pass it on.
AJ.
Hello, I am AJ. I am our mediocre tech person, as well as our pretty okay creative director.
Ooh, I don't
look at that fucking overlay.
How dare you?
Thing.
I'll fist fight you in the streets.
But yeah, right now I'm kind of focusing on me and my health, so I am just here on Wednesdays, and occasionally I will post dice and dice stuff to Jawbreaker Dice on Twitter. That's me.
All right, Lucy.
Hi, I'm Lucy. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Libre Draws, and on TikTok at LucyLu66. I do a lot of art. I do the character art for this game. You can also find me over on Fat Dragon Gaming. I am one of the co-founders, and I run a 5th edition pirate themed campaign called Lady's Legacy, and I also play in our 5e Scum and Villainy Star Wars game as Jayara, the Twi'lek operative. I have a podcast called Odyssey Exploration and Research. Find it wherever you find podcasts, and that's it for me.
Chris, we're all caring about Soren now.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm not really doing a whole lot right now. I'm a co-founder here, but that's really it right now. So I'm just kind of prepping for my leg of Woven Realm when I take over the hot seat. So you can find me here.
Thank you. And I am Alex, he known as Puddins. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Puddins if you're interested in what I have to say. Jump into Discord. I tend to kick around there more, and we got all kinds of fun stuff always going on. I know I'm kind of got other things in the works. Keep your eyes peeled. As I said, do check out our sponsors. They do wonderful things. And join us next week for the next episode where we find out what direction the Clairvoyants will go. Will they go after the Heart of Dreams and learn more about that? Or will they chase the Heart of Life? Well, see you next time.
Bye.
Welcome